Hello and welcome back to the Bounties Chase, session 82. Thank you very much for everyone who has supported us this far. It means absolutely the world. And yes, if you hear some large explosions in the background of either me or Simon or Liam tonight, just to assure you, we're not in war zones or Bree's Dirty Mind. And that it's just because it's the 5th of November. And in England, that means we fire rockets at the sky because our government was almost blown up once. Don't ask. It's a real thing. So yeah, if you, just in case you hear any banging or loud flying climax as in the sky, it's just fireworks. So don't worry too much about that. Now I'm just going to do a little announcement for this game before I go to Simon, but next week there will not be a session because we have a couple of people out of town. The week after that there will be a session, and the week after that is Thanksgiving, so there won't be a session, or as I like to call it, needless turkey murder day. But never mind. I love that Friends episode so much. Simon, do you want to talk about Saturday?
Yeah, so we'll be picking back up after the Battle Royal, where I made everybody fight each other, and there was just one person left standing at the end, so we'll be back in, normal action will be resuming, 7 p.m, Saturday, Twitch channel, don't miss it. You're interrupting me with Big Ben. I don't appreciate it.
Well, technically I was interrupting you with the word Royale, because that's the correct way to say it. But if I have to hear you say Battle Royale one more time.
Battle Royale.
Yes, there you go. Thank you. That's all I asked for.
Battle Royale.
Shortly. Anyway. Does anyone else have any other announcements they want to talk about before...
Oh no, Lauren can't unmute. Should you just plug the Extra Life?
Who wants to talk about it?
Extra Life is on November 21st. We are starting at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 3 p.m. British Standard Time, I believe. 3 or 4. And we are raising money for 4 o'clock. 4 p.m. British Standard Time. We are raising money for Children's Miracle Network. We are doing the critical funding, so the money goes to children in need that desperately need it first. So we've already raised $775 so far towards our $5,000 goal, which is amazing. We're still accepting donations. I'll link, one of us could link Simon linked it in the chat. So we're accepting all donations, big or small. Anything can make a difference. And we'll see you guys on Fandom Reactions channel for the 24-hour live stream where we play games and torture each other.
Indeed. Speaking of torture, welcome back to the Bounties Chase. Does anyone else have any other announcements before I do the recap? No. Dylan's not here this week. He is hopefully sleeping, because I know he's been awake for at least 24 hours, if not more, because of midterms. So Dylan, go to sleep. But he'll be back not next week because we're not here, but the week after that. And then not the week after that because we're not here. But then we should be back for December, most of it anyway. I'm down to play the day, a couple of days, or Christmas Day, whatever. I want to play that day. It's great. Maybe not. However, last time on the Bounties Chase, the group found themselves meeting with Prince Johnson and his guard, Malachi, learning that they had traveled 40 years into the past, to the year of 1477 DR. After much deliberation, realizing that next day would be the day Yulan attacked the city, destroying it forever, the Golden City, that is, the group eventually attempted to escort the prince out of the city that morning. However, they were stopped by Yulan's ferocious attack. After facing off against two of her minions, even I'm doing it now, two of her minions, the group found safety within Geoffrey Fortuna's Mages Guild, for lack of a better term. He was a high mage who admitted he was also attempting to get him and his mages out of the city. Departing, the group carried on. Malachi was almost killed, except for the fact Prince Johnson threw him out of the way at the last moment, uttering the words Melody had heard under the grandfather tree oh so long ago, saving Malachi from certain death and sacrificing himself in the process. As Yulan cornered the group and the prince within the city square, A voice echoed across telling you, and the knight within the city square. A voice echoed across telling Yulan, or more precisely Dickwad, to get out of her town. Dora Ravenroot stepped forward out of the shadows and smoke, and that is where we left off. So before you all, perched upon what appears to be some kind of, or what was, some kind of town hall or city hall, now collapsing, crumbling, is this ginormous creature, probably 120 feet in length, maybe bigger. Arms the size of small 3-story houses, claws that looks like they could rake you apart with just one swipe. To the right of you, across a dissolving line where acid now lingers and the flesh of all those who was stood in its path is disintegrated to dust. Across that line to the right is Malachi on his knees, just staring as tears pour down his face. Further to the right, stepping out of a nearby street where smoke and ash fill the air, smoke and ash fill most of the air around you, is Dora. Her eyes turning to look at the situation, as Yulan doesn't seem to pay her any mind, an eye squaring on Malachi. You shall die here. Everyone make me a perception check.
Ooh,
Guidance.
didn't mean to be on advantage. Oh well. Or disadvantage.
17. That was a bad roll for me.
Okay, you all, except Melody, you all hear as Yulan says, you shall die here. You hear Malachi reply, I just did.
Does it look like Dora's noticed us, or are we too far away?
No, she's noticed you.
Okay.
I need everybody to just roll me a basic dexterity check.
Oh.
Can I sing as I do and use bardic
No,
inspiration?
this is just an action.
That's fine.
Straight up action, sorry. Just a check, Melody, not a save.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Jackson and Carolina. You do not move out of the way in time as you feel a figure push past all of you. You are both knocked to the ground as someone moves with incredible speed running past you. And you see skirting to a stop before you all is Phillyrick.
It's the Silver Battalion, y'all.
And you hear
Does he
him
look
yell across
alive? Sorry. Does
yes, he
not
looks
undead?
very much alive.
Okay.
And you see him yell across to Dora, we doing this? And you see Dora go back, yeah, I'm fucking doing it, yeah. She sort of steps forward. You watch as out of the sky she throws up her hand and a sort of a portal appears, and out of it you see another figure leap, roaring as his sword collides forward towards Yulan. You see this figure. Who leaps forward, swinging his sword, and he's going to try and hit Yulan with his greatsword. However, he misses. And sort of as he goes to fall into the floor, you watch as another portal opens, and he falls through that one, and he's going to go for his second attack as he once again goes to swing You watch as he falls through a portal in the air, which appears above Yulan again, and this time he actually lands and slashes. And when you see some bones chip out of Yulan's head, and she roars in rage. And as she does so, an arrow straight into her mouth, and it explodes. As you see leaping down a very old face. You see Jocasta land on the fleet, or at this point would be known as Erica, perhaps. And you see Philiric turn back to you all and go, "Listen, fuckers, I don't know what you're doing here, but either fight or run. Your choice."
I go grab Malachi.
Okay, you're gonna go make your way over to Malachi. Okay, no problem. Dora's gonna cast a spell while you do that, and then it's gonna be Yulan's turn. So make me maybe a basic acrobatics check or athletics, whichever one you want. As Dora casts. Really?
Oh.
It's to me now. Ignore that. Oh yeah, of course. Doesn't want to work today. Cool. Okay, it's alright. I'll just go into Dora's sheet. It's alright. I was trying to use token actions, but it's been a little bit. Yeah, she'll give it a go. You watch as her eyes turn black, and she reaches forward, and you see her cast a spell that she once cast before when the devils attacked Collinwood. Yulan's gonna make her con save. Fail, so she's gonna use a legendary resistance, but takes 35 points of acid damage, reduced to 0 because she's immune to acid. And you see Dora sort of go, if the DM knew what he was doing, I would have known that. But anyway, Melody, you managed to run across and you see Malachi is unresponsive.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Dimension Door and get us both out of there and join the rest of the group.
Okay, you appear back. Yulan's going to use her breath weapon. Luckily, you are not in the range. She's going to use it on Dora and Philiric. I assume the rest of you have moved out of the way at this point.
Yeah, I got up and moved out of the way.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Cool. No, you're fine.
I'm fanboying a bit because of the Silver Battalion, but then yeah, I'll move.
Ooh.
Okay, Philiric fails. Dora is going to use her reaction in a second. She succeeds, but she's still going to use her reaction anyway, and you watch as she throws up her hands, and she's going to cast Dora's Deflective Dome. On herself, and because Philiric's in range, him too. You watch as the acid just sort of sprays down, she throws her hands up, and a white shield of pure energy just sort of wraps around, and she manages to take the damage down by 31 points for both of them, as she deflects 31 points of damage from the area of effect spell. Okay, what are you guys doing? Are you running?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta run.
Can everyone give me acrobatics checks as you begin to run? I'll make one for Malachi as well, who sort of manages to, we'll say with your assistance, he sort of snaps himself out of it
Okay.
for long enough.
Come on.
Or athletics, I should say. Whichever one you're more comfortable with.
Guidance.
Not too bad, not too good.
16.
Okay. 2 seconds. Yeah, he'll make a... I'll just roll his strength because it's the same as his. Okay. So Melody and Malachi, as you're running together, you sort of fall behind slightly as you see one of the buildings explodes behind you as you're running. You are going to take a little bit of damage.
Kind of just
Take
helping
14
drag Malachi.
Yeah, you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as just rocks fly out at you, basically, and smash you across the head and the shoulders, and you keep running. Jackson, give me a perception check. Your passive perception is high enough.
Thank you. 30.
Ridiculous. You feel the ground begin to shake. And it sounds like it's coming from the distance.
In the direction that we're heading to?
No, the direction of the citadel.
Here comes the silver dragon. We
Oh.
gotta go.
Okay. I'll just let everybody know that something's coming. Keep running.
Okay. As you say that, you hear a as the citadel, which has already been completely demolished by Yulan, explodes, and out of it, as if they were already in there, Alakastra, the ancient silver dragon, flies over the city. I cannot stress to you, it's like a bee flying at a crow. At the size difference here. It's not that Alakastra is a small ancient dragon. It's that Yulan is so much bigger. And as this is happening, you watch as one of the walls by where you are shifts and changes. And you see running out of it Jocasta and the bigger member of the Silver Battalion who you haven't met as of yet. And they sort of turn to look at you and go, "Okay, you people are running. We're gonna stick with you." And they start running with you. And you all carry on.
Yeah.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
as you hear what sounds like in the background as two dragons just begin to fight. I need everyone to make me another acrobatics check as you begin to run through the city now. I'll make another athletics
it is.
check for Malachi.
As we're running, I'll just whisper in Melody's ears, like, that's Jocasta and Drusk.
No.
They're in the Silver Battalion.
Oh no.
We'll do autographs later! You hear Jocasta yell from the back as she's running. Let me roll for them as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, Jocasta's fine. And Drusk. Yeah, they're fine. They both run incredibly quickly. Drusk taking the lead at one point. Jackson, Carolina, and Melody. I need you all to you don't have to make any rolls. But you are going to take some more bludgeoning damage as this time a tail from Yulan smashes through the building
Ooh.
behind you, and you suffer 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
It's at this point you watch as a shadow darts out and you see Philiric join up with you and go, "Who the fuck are these people?" He keeps running and Jocasta goes, "I don't know, we're just running for fuck's sake." Yeah, is everyone keeping running?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you watch as now you feel a reverberation through the buildings as they all shake, and you turn back just for a glance as you see spiraling in the air, almost like yin and yang, as the silver dragon and the black dragon just clawing and scraping and breathing their own inner power upon each other in a display of pure hatred and rage. Malachi stops dead. His eyes just looking to the sky.
Oh.
Do you all keep running? Or
I grab him.
you leave him, he resists.
Malachi, we got to go.
I thought he was actually dead.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
I can't.
He risked his life for you. You have to honor that.
You see him look back up to the sky for 1 minute. Have I not lost enough?
Don't let his sacrifice be in vain.
Melody, make me a perception check.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Sorry, you matched the DC and I'm all excited.
Oh,
You see he turns to you. And for the briefest of seconds, his eyes aren't the blue they were. They're silver. And then he closes them. come back, Mom. And he runs. You keep running. Can everyone give me acrobatics checks once again, please?
Oh, we're learning some stuff today.
Oh, I rolled the wrong thing for him. I rolled the wrong thing.
Guidance.
Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Oh, dear. Let's see how these guys do. Ooh, Drusk failed.
Ooh.
Not well. For him, Jocasta gets advantage. Yeah, she's fine. Phillyrick. Almost was good. But he's just succeed anyway. So Jackson, Malachi, Quinn. Yeah, you're all gonna take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as more debris just flies towards you. But you keep running, and eventually you see falling in line with you all is a little bird flying alongside you all, and it lands on Phillyrick's shoulder, and then in an instant it transforms back into Dora, and you see she's running at the head of the back because she goes, "This way, now!" And she turns a corner, and you watch as she leads you towards what looks to be a sort of a large warehouse building of sorts. Do you follow her inside as she runs through? And you watch as she throws a magic missile out and blows the doors open. Mm-hmm. And inside you see, well, actually, inside you see that. Anyone know how to pilot an airship? She says, turning to you all very quickly.
Are you joking?
Nope.
I can give it a try.
We're gonna steal it. Cool. And she turns, and you see Phillyrick go, okay. And you watch as Phillyrick jumps up to the side and begins to climb up it. Jocasta turns to look at you all and goes, look, I know we've just met and I know things are crazy, but it's either this or we die, so get on the ship.
Yeah. That's the point. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
You guys begin to climb up onto the side through like rope ladders that Phillyrick begins to throw down. And you see, as you're climbing up, you see a man go, excuse me, this is my ship. And Phillyrick just kicks him off the side and goes, and now it's ours. And just begins to take and wrap things around and goes, don't feel bad, they worked for a mercenary company. And he just sort of turns and begins to start unlocking things. And you see, yeah, go for it.
Could I cast a spell?
Yeah, sure.
With the Ring of Grammarian?
Yes.
I would like to change the cantrip telekinetic trip to telekinetic ship and try and move the ship with my mind.
Yes!
Roll me the d20.
Come on, we have to.
Oh. 2 seconds.
I blame Zuko. Zuko stepped up at the moment and it's his fault.
I could blame Zuko, but we'll just blame the oh yeah, roll me a D1000.
A D1000?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ew.
Well, yeah, you should never fail with this rim.
Oh no. So hold on, what is it? / roll 1D1.
1D1000, yes. It'll take a second to come through, I imagine. Oh, okay.
Really wanted that to work.
Would have been
Yeah.
really cool.
It would have been awesome.
Okay. You watch as you go to cast this spell. You see out of the corner of your eye one of the plants sort of growing, one of the weeds sort of growing through the floor. You see where it's little dandelion head, just 2 eyes open on it, and goes, "I'm a weed!" He starts screaming and trying to struggle to get out and goes, "Help me! I'm stuck!"
We don't have time for this. I'm gonna help undo some ropes and shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
you begin to climb up. Yeah. He's like, "Don't leave me!" And he watches the building shake, so like a piece of rock just petals everywhere.
Oh no.
But you climb up on board and you see Dora looking at you, Quinn. Cool ring.
Thanks. Hide it away.
And the airship's engines begin to take off as you see Phillyrick begin to pilot the airship out. And for the moment, as you guys begin to ascend out, you don't hear the sound of any fighting. Just flames. And then you hear it in the distance, like a growing rage. You watch as plummeting down, the silver dragon locked within Yulan's claws across the sea. A shockwave that rips buildings apart, that tears people limb from limb. And then out of the dust, you see the silver dragon fly and Yulan follow. And their battle continues in a direction you find yourselves not too far away from, but you see Dora throw her hand up and the sails of the ship, and you begin to move at a rate as the two dragons vanish into the clouds and the golden city crumbles into dust. There's silence. Malachi goes and sits against one of the wooden barriers around the ship. You see Drusk head downstairs. Jocasta and Dora sit quietly on the stairs up to the wheel where Phillyrick currently stands. In the center of the ship there is a sort of crystalline column. It's humming with energy. And at the end, sorry, not at the center, at the back of the ship where the wheel is, there's a crystalline column. And at the end, it gives off blue elemental magic that allows the ship to float and fly. What would you all like to do?
Holy shit.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah. That was it then.
Quick question, Alex. Did Jackson meet Jocasta?
No. As a child, when she was a child, just before she was murdered by Belmont Crystal Water, yes.
Okay.
But
I like adult form, I have no idea.
you've no idea now.
Okay, that's fine. How far away is the Silver Battalion from us?
Well, you don't see Drusk. He's seemingly gone down below deck. Jocasta and Dora are sat on the stairs, probably about 15, 20 feet away from you. They're watching you closely and sort of talking between themselves. You see Phillyrick's just manning the controls at the moment.
And Malachi's by the stairs too, or where is he?
Malachi is sat by one of the, I forgot what they're called now on the ship. The
Mast?
circular. Yeah, he's sat by the front mast. Sorry. He's just crying.
Did at any point through Quinn's childhood did Dora ever tell him that she was in the Golden City?
No. But to be fair, she never told you that. Well, she never told you a lot of things.
But it wasn't common. I mean, because the prince was the only one who was presumed a survivor. So the wider world didn't know that the Silver Battalion was there either.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. Took a couple of hits from debris, but I'm alright.
Yeah.
Is everybody else home?
What do we do now?
Avoid where we know the final fight takes place, I guess.
This was always supposed to happen. So I don't understand. The grandfather tree said that. This was always supposed to happen.
Did we all hear Malachi? Not Malachi.
You heard the prince, yes, say it, yeah.
Okay. I kind of look over my shoulder to where Jocasta and Dora are.
Seem to be getting ready to come over to talk to you.
I'll just face back to the group and just whisper, I think we should talk about this a little later. They're about to come over, I think.
Be careful with what you say.
At that point, you hear footsteps approaching as Dora and Jocasta sort of standing behind her. You're adventurers, yeah?
Yes.
What's your names? I'm Dora.
Melody.
Melody. Nice name. Yours? She looks at you, Jackson.
Jackson.
She goes around. Does everyone say their names? Yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay. She sort of nods at you all, saying your names. Need no introduction for him. It's Prince Malachi. Well, Prince Johnson's Royal Guard Malachi. They're well known. This is Jocasta. That back there's Phileric, and the man you saw go downstairs is Drusk. He's going to cook us something for dinner. Thanks for that back there. Getting the guard out. We got word Yulan was heading this way, but we were too late to get anyone out, so maybe one survivor was better than none.
Maybe we can.
How did you hear that Yulan was coming, if I may ask?
I have an old friend in the city of, well, the town of Hilp. Yulan passed over and she sent a message to me. Let me know. Member of the Harpers. So. These are dark times. We're tracking Yulan, by the way. And she turns and begins to make her way.
Wait, what?
What?
Well,
We're tracking Yulan.
Oh, that won't be... We don't need to do that.
Oh, wait, no, we certainly do. There's no way that ancient Silver's going to beat her. But if we can get to her, she's dead. Game over.
I wouldn't discount the abilities of a dragon.
I wouldn't discount my abilities either.
Yeah. Carolina.
But don't worry. We'll drop you off first, I'm sure. You can be on your way, and we'll go deal with her. Might take a few days for us to get to mainland, but we can drop you off at Cezale or something. Is that okay with you? You hear a voice yell, "I'll be going with them." You see Malachi looking over to Dora. More the merrier. She turns and begins to make her way up the steps, and you see Jocasta just sort of leaning on the railing. Yeah, we're all gonna die. It's gonna be great. Can't wait.
Okay.
Hear Dora yell. I think there are quarters downstairs, just messaged, so take one of the rooms, we'll take another. Malachi, you can take another.
Let's head downstairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll go
Okay.
to one of the rooms.
Yeah, you make your way down the stairs, and you find yourselves in a cramped area. This place is, while it's a big ship, you gather a lot of the area is packed with arcane machinery that keeps this thing going. And so the room that you're put in has 4 hammocks that swing gently and 2 beds that sit below 2 of the hammocks. You have a small little circular window that looks out into the clouds. And every so often the ship sort of vibrates with energy as it sort of pulses from the crystal at the back to the crystal at the front, keeping the ship elevated. And you're alone. Malachi is not with you, although he has gone to find his room.
We have to keep Malachi alive, but I don't think he's gonna come with us. We can't convince him to not go with the Silver Battalion. Holy shit, the Silver Battalion.
I know. I didn't know they were here when it happened.
There's a lot of things I guess we don't know about the Silver Battalion. Didn't you say that they just had meaningless jobs?
Well, I mean, they were obviously a very powerful adventuring group. I didn't realize that they were so powerful that they were willing to take on Yulon.
Malachi wants to go with them, but we can't. The
Does
Silver
this mean
Dragon.
that she knew? I'll quickly look down the hall. Dora, does this mean that she knew?
Yeah, she must have done.
Of course.
We are verging into very unknown territory here. What the fuck are we supposed to do next?
I don't know.
You have to protect Malachi. He's what the tree said, and Prince Obisky risked his life. We need to honor that.
That's the thing I can't wrap my head around. You said that the grandfather tree said the exact same phrase, right?
Yes.
So does this mean that always happened?
That's what I think.
Guessing. I mean,
Protects the few. All the other quotations.
it can't be a
correct.
coincidence.
But what did the tree tell you anything specific, or did it just repeat quotes that have been said in the past and
I'm going
the
to keep my
future?
eye out
Future.
as we have
Future.
this conversation.
Past and future, and all of them have been correct.
Let me get okay. So to be sure, are you left the door open in your room, or have you closed it?
Oh no, we're closing.
Oh,
it.
we
would've
closed it. We
Yeah.
closed
Yeah.
it. We stepped to the other side of the room. We're like,
Should we,
huddle.
should we
Damn it.
deploy the tent? So we've got that
I don't
extra
think there's
layer
room
of
in there, is we?
comfort.
Oh, we could do.
Yeah, how much room is on the floor?
Up 5 feet across.
I don't think it's gonna fit.
How big is the tent?
I think it's quite a big tent, but I'm not sure if it's the biggest tent ever. I can't find it on the list. Hang on.
We fit it into rooms before.
Here we go.
It's just-
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a normal sized 2-person tent. So
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
you'll be
Yeah,
fine.
we can
Yeah,
we
let's
can fit
pop
that
over
on
the
the
tent.
floor.
Get the tent
Yeah.
up, and we'll have a bit of privacy.
Woo!
No problem. So you arrange the tent. Jackson, give me a perception check. We'll just say for listening out.
Yeah, no problem. Guidance.
You do get the sense someone just heard what you were saying.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
I will tell them that.
You say that? I opened the door.
You
Yeah.
find Malachi stood there, glaring at you.
Malachi?
You knew.
I didn't...
We
We
tried to
didn't
tell
know.
you.
Should we maybe pull him inside?
Yeah,
Close
pull
the
him
door.
inside.
Yeah,
That was too
come,
much.
come here.
We'll close the
didn't-
door.
We didn't
In the tent.
know.
In the tent.
Yeah.
In the
I,
tent.
fig-
Well,
I
I'm
figured
not
we
getting
were
in
in
it. I'm not getting in it.
Get in the
No,
fucking
it's-
tent.
Just trust us.
Ow. Oh.
Yeah. It's quite the impression.
Someone better tell me what's going on.
We
Right
tried to tell you before. We knew that something bad was going to happen. We knew we had to get the prince out.
Did you know what was going to happen? Did you know
No.
he'd die?
Oh.
No.
None of this makes any sense. How could you know? How?
Just.
We were going to explain this anyway. Wait, we already tried to explain. So we're from the future.
Yes. We.
Are you serious? You were serious?
Yes.
Yes, of course we were serious.
We were just joking around when we teleported into the unteleportable crypts of the Golden City.
Exactly. We came from a.
We were just having a laugh.
Yeah, we do it all the time. Got you. Funny.
Just staring at Malachi, taking in all his features really quickly.
He looks heartbroken. He looks shattered.
Okay, so I have a question, Alex.
Yes.
Since Jackson was face to face with the king once before,
Mm-hmm.
can I try and make some sort of roll to compare the features as best as I can?
Make me... Yeah, just make me a basic perception check.
I do wonder, does he disguise himself in the future to look more like the prince?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Or does he
Try
just...
They look nothing alike.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out.
We tried telling you without breaking the... If we mess something up here, our future is messed up. We have
Okay.
to...
Possibly. We don't know.
Yeah.
We have to.
We
have
are
to
in
take
very
baby
unknown
steps.
unknown waters here.
And this wasn't our plan. We just randomly got sent back to this point in time, and yeah.
He just sort of sits down slowly. How did you get here? What brought you here?
Hold up the necklace.
Okay. If you can travel in time, you can bring him back, yeah?
It's not as simple as that. We didn't have any role in determining when we would land. And we don't even know if this, well, we kind of have an idea this will work again, but even then we don't know where it will take us.
Or when.
So what you're saying is you
Plus-
failed in what you had to do, and then you don't have a fucking answer how to fix it.
Hey,
Wow, that's pretty rude.
Shut your fucking mouth! And as he says that, you see cold just drift out of his mouth, and for a second, you think you see his teeth turn into sharp fangs.
Malachi? We had no idea.
I
This
just
was
lost
going to
everything. And you just stand there. I need air. You watch as he stands and begins to make his way out of the tent.
Fuck that, I'm gonna follow him.
Okay? You go after him. And Where you get to about like the door of the room as he goes to open it, and he senses you're following.
We tried our best. If we can save everyone, we knew this was going to happen. If we could save everyone, we would. We didn't intend to let everyone die.
But you did.
And you're going to blame us for it. We tried our best. We had no idea what we were getting into.
I just watched my mother die. I just watched the love of my life die. So I'm sorry if I'm acting a little harsh now. But if you want a fucking medal for achieving any of that, you can go fuck yourself.
We're not trying to meddle. We're trying to make things right. I'm sorry.
He just turns and leaves the room and closes the door. But
I'll head
you
back to
get
the
the sense he walks into his room and closes the door.
Okay, I'll head back in.
Okay.
His whole world fell apart. I get why he's upset, but we don't know what we're doing either.
We definitely did not choose this.
Nope.
Like you said, we had no idea. We'd never even seen Yulan before.
Point is, no matter if we planned it or not, we're gonna try our best. And we did. He's grieving right now. He's a fucking silver dragon. He's going to lash out. We need to give him his space. By the way, he's definitely a silver dragon. His mother is the one that's fighting Yulan.
Okay.
So the king was a silver dragon. And he knew.
I mean, it's not impossible, but for the king?
I mean, that explains why he doesn't look anything like that's why the king doesn't look like Malachi. He must be able to shapeshift.
You would know all dragons have the ability to shapeshift.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Because if this was always supposed to happen, like you said, with the tree, then
it means that we're not branching off into a new timeline.
It means Malachi was supposed to be the king.
Yeah. And we know what really happened when no one else does.
Would also know that means that the silver dragon that attacked the warfront was probably Malachi.
oh,
That was a while back. That was a while back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clicking on it's.
Yeah,
And
it
that's why
clicked
he
a
was
little
traveling
earlier.
to and from during the war.
that was my introduction to the story is
Yes, it
Persephone.
was.
I forget.
Yep.
Ooh.
See? We knew the king was suspect.
Oh, I can cross that off my theory board list.
Another one.
Right. I just don't know how we're gonna. He's grieving. How are we going to convince him to?
Time.
Do we just...
I mean, it's pretty apt to say time, but we have
He
to give
needs to
him
grieve.
space.
I don't think he's going to be able to grieve in 2 days, though.
Exactly.
So I think the only route we have is to try and say to him that the future depends on him not dying now.
And that he's
Not gonna
How is he going to take the news that he needs to walk into Sazale in 2 days wearing the face of his dead lover?
Question. Your mother, Quinn.
Yeah.
Well, it was about 4 or 5 days when he walks into Cedale, according to
okay.
history. But you're pretty on the spot.
Still.
She knew this would happen too.
She did. She didn't say anything.
No. When I was talking to her, and I said that her and the king seemed close. She must have had a hand in this too, convincing him.
Yeah, because they were talking at your wedding, weren't they?
Exactly.
Because she never told me that she was here when I was growing up. She didn't tell me a lot of things, which I'm now starting to realise. And I don't know if I'm developing trust issues.
I wonder if that's who she was waiting for that night.
What?
Nothing.
Huh?
What? Which night?
Can't just say shit like that.
When I was checking in to make sure everyone was still alive a couple days ago, popped in on your mother, and she thought I was someone else that she had been waiting for. At night. So...
Could have been that, or... I don't know. Was this back during the wedding?
after we
after.
left.
After. Well, so it wouldn't be Chiron then, I don't think, because Chiron had left by that point. I think. I don't know. We're gonna have words when we get back.
No, but I think she knows. We have to. I think the reason we were here is that we have to place the setting stone. Place the setting stones. We have to have Dora convince Malachi, because I don't know when we're gonna get back.
It would have been real helpful for any of these people to have given us a guidebook.
Yeah. I mean, where's the rules that say you can't tell people about what they do in the past to affect the future? You know?
Yeah, I mean, we...
No, it's technically effective. Tell us about the future to affect the past.
Well, that's
Well,
not
no.
exactly how that's working. No.
It's the past that affects the future. Because
Yes.
although it's in our future to go into the past, that will then
It's their
affect...
past.
Yes.
Exactly. That's what
Why
I
am I
mean.
like? Why am I like that Stranger Things bit? Where Steve's just like.
Carolina, make me an intelligence check.
Ah!
Continue.
But
But I'm with Finch. Like, we met Phillyrick, we know Dora. Why couldn't the two of them say something?
I mean, we know Jocasta.
Who?
Costa, she was the.
You met her as a child. Remember when all the kids, like when there was all those kids and Belmont killed that one?
Yeah.
That was her.
That was her.
Oh.
Yeah. So don't tell her about how she's gonna die as a kid in the future.
Okay.
I'm so confused.
But
Time travel.
this means that
Basically,
we
we-
succeeded. Do you not see this? We obviously, whatever we did, worked. So we just have to trust in our ability to do this. Because it worked.
But we don't even know what this is.
No, but
We
we'll
have an
figure it
idea.
out because we did it.
Carolina, give me another intelligence check.
You know what? I've got a plan for this. I've got a plan for this. Screw it, I'm gonna put on my nat 20.
Okay. Carolina,
Let's sort this out.
sort this out. So that's 26. Okay. Carolina, you gather, had you known about the events to come, there's a very good possibility they wouldn't have happened. Had you known that the amulet did that, you reason that maybe one of your group would be like, well, let's not put them together. Any little action you do, you would have known about that diverted you from this path may have knocked you off of this path and changed everything. So to keep the loop,
That's
Well,
kind of
we-
true, because Jackson's original idea was to keep the artifacts separate.
Mhm.
So I
Okay,
can see
but like
that.
even if we didn't know how we would get to the future, still like knowing what to do once we got there.
I can kind of see it. I understand.
What were we talking about the other day, though? If we knew what would be happening in our futures, which would be going back to the past, then we would break the loop.
I'm going to have an aneurysm if we continue this conversation.
I'm just trying to rectify everything since people are speculating. How come we didn't have any didn't have any information, etc. And I'm just trying. I am just trying to clear things up.
Start of Carolina's break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gonna snap.
We're working land!
Okay, Carolina, okay, Carolina, we hear you. We got
Yes.
it.
Okay.
You know what
So,
this?
so you understand? They're
Yes.
breaking the loop.
But you know what
That's
this
why.
also means?
Just sit down, Carolina. Just sit down.
You know what this
She's
also
been
means?
scribbling on the walls. She's got a broken pencil in her hand. It's bleeding. She's like,
This
"We
means
take this some. Sorry.
this means that the king knew that Leo, that Ryden, that everyone who's died, he knew that was going to happen when we first met him.
But he probably couldn't say anything because
Melody and Quinn, give me history checks.
Did he say something that was really kind of shady that actually alluded to something?
When has he said something that's not been shady?
Oh my god!
Hold on. I get to.
My
He gets to reroll.
one brain cell.
Durr.
In fact, Melody, I would have given you advantage, so
Oh,
you
okay.
also.
Thanks.
Your meeting with the king was quite memorable.
That didn't help.
Never mind.
Apparently not.
You're too emotional right now. You're too in your own head. Quinn, the first time you met the king, he looked surprised to see you. But as your DM described him upon your first meeting with him, he looked quite happy to see you.
He did.
Is that how I described it?
Did he say anything that alluded to anyone's deaths? Or
No. But he paid much more attention to, say, you and Melody, as he gave Melody the he grabbed Melody's arms when she tried to cast a spell on him, and then he gave her the stuff for the bruises through Gantar later.
Because that wasn't his first time meeting me and Melody, but it was his first time meeting Leo and.
Not that he would have
Darn.
known what. Not that he would have known. that
He
they
must have
had to die.
assumed.
Not to break the fourth wall, but what would the DM have done if Melody died?
I know.
And she has many a time.
Yeah.
Still kicking.
Though.
You know, story changes.
Yeah. Was it just us two that he looked fondly on when we met him?
No, I said he looked happy to see the group.
Ah.
But the focus became you and Melody because, you know,
Yeah.
Melody tried to cast a spell on him and you were a little shit. Some things don't change.
Nope.
Continue.
Knew what we told him about the future, which I'm guessing not a lot.
Yeah, we haven't told him that he has to become king.
I think we're gonna need help convincing him. Again, I think that's where your mother comes in.
We can't. Can we keep
What?
my mother out of this? Because I honestly don't know if that's going to affect things.
She obviously knows, from what she told me, was talking to me at the wedding and stuff. She
You hear a
knows-
boom, boom, boom on your door.
Oh shit.
Boom, boom, boom.
We'll continue this later, I think.
yeah.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom.
Alright, calm your tits!
Just open the door.
You're all stood there, just open the door, like, and you see this figure. He stood there looking over you menacingly. I made cookies. Does anyone want one?
Which figure?
Cookies.
I didn't
Which
see
figure?
anything pop
Oh,
up.
nothing popped up.
apologies. Not pop up for you.
No,
Still not pop up.
no. Is it one of the tokens on the screen? Because
Yeah, that's right. I'm using the wrong token. I'm on a different page. That explains it.
Oh, hey.
hey,
He stares down at you menacingly. I baked cookies. Does anybody want one?
yes, I would
Cookies.
love. I would love cookies.
Holds out a tray.
Thank you.
How are you
you.
all? Drusk Quinton. Nice to meet you all.
Yes, I'm Quinlan.
Quinlan. Yeah, Quinton. Quinlan. It's
Quinton.
almost the same. Well, it's a lovely day up there. And hey, we have 2 chefs now. What a great time they're going to have.
Who's the other chef?
Two?
Oh no, we accidentally kidnapped the 2 chefs on board. So now they
Oh.
work for us.
Oh.
Ah, okay.
A-okay.
I did make the cookies though.
What flavor are they?
Chocolate chip.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's my favorite, if I may say so, young man. Dora would like a word on top deck when you all have a moment. Just discussing a few things, where you want to be dropped off and all that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you've got a couple of days to make a plan, but the skies are dangerous, so we may need you on patrol up here just for every so often. That's all. In case anything to hit the generator crystal and send us all falling to our deaths. Like that won't happen, I'm sure. I'm actually scared of heights. Did you see me
don't worry.
fly in when I was like dropping the sword on you? Like, wasn't that impressive?
did.
you?
Yes.
Oh, thank
I
you.
Yeah,
did.
that was pretty cool.
Excellent. Excellent. Right, well, I'll see you up on top deck if you need anything else. Ring a bell. There's a bell around here somewhere, and he like pulls out a bell from like the top of the door frame. Oh, they put it here. This will summon the chefs to you. Lovely little pair, I assume. I didn't really look at their faces when I told them they worked for us now. See you later! Then he turns around and begins making his way up the stairs. And you see another plate of cookies at Malachi's door, seemingly left there.
One thing's for sure, we can't leave Malachi. If he's going with them, I think we need to go there too.
I also think it's not a good idea to leave him alone right now, in case he decides to try and take off.
Yeah.
Anything rash?
He's not gonna want to be dropped off. He's gonna want to fight Yulon.
That's it.
You guys go talk to Dora. I'll babysit the dragon boy.
Okay.
Did they really just say they enslaved 2 chefs?
I think I heard that as well.
That was something that just happened, yes.
I thought they were a good group.
This point,
Also, that means the chef survived the city as well. It wasn't just the prince, there was the chefs.
if we're tracking Yulon, I don't think we're going to survive. She doesn't say that.
Hey, Ratatouille, we survived! Oh yeah, Mario! What's that dragon? Okay. You make Finch. What are you doing? As you're staying down, do you say?
I'm gonna go walk over and knock on the Malachi's door.
Finch, right? Here from the other side.
How the fuck did you know that?
I'm a dragon, Finch.
Oh. Yeah, fair enough.
Come in.
I'll open the door.
Ooh, cookies. And he sort of stops himself and is like, I mean, whatever.
Dude, you've had a day. Eat your damn cookies.
He just sits there for a while. He doesn't really say anything for a while. Do you just sit with him?
Yeah, I'll sit next to him.
Catch a few stray tears eventually, and he just sort of looks at you. I get the feeling you're going to try and convince me not to go.
Well, I have a feeling no matter what I say, you'd want to do your own thing, but I feel like you probably should hear what we have to say before you, make any rash decisions.
I shouldn't have spoken to your friends that way. I am deeply sorry.
You've had literally like one of the worst days someone can have. I get it. But believe me, we did not want to be here either.
We grew up together. He was my best friend. I was a couple of years older. But,
how old are you?
23. I'm only young. My mom had me late. My dad died in the Ulan Wars. I guess I just... Well, my mum, she was the royal guard of the king. That's the way it was always has been. In Cormyr for centuries. The Cormyrian guard, not like it was known to the public, I should point out, but the Cormyrian guard, the highest ranking member, would be one of the ancient silver dragons. My mum, her mother before her. My mum was in service to the king for, well, not just that king, but hundreds of kings before him. Not just in Cormyr, but when they settled here, my mother's mother, she fought the behemoth of Amazandor. She stood in the wreckage. She even said she saw a god wander by. A god made of laughter. It doesn't matter now. I failed. And more than that, I lost the only thing I've ever loved. Both of them. But I will listen to what you have to say. I cannot make rash decisions. That will get me killed.
Believe me when I say it's going to be awful, the things we have to tell you. But we wouldn't if we have to.
I understand. Thank you.
It was kind of like rub his shoulder.
I wish I knew how to fly.
I think you'll get there.
I could have got him out if I knew how to fly. Anyway.
What ifs are not productive. You could not have known what would happen. You never know what will happen in the future. You take it one moment at a time, and when bad shit happens, you grieve. You get back on your own feet, and you will walk. I know it sounds crass, but...
I think it's exactly what I needed to hear. The future. Does it get better?
Well, it's hard to speak relatively, because, the future has some bad shit. Now it's some bad shit, Some things get better. Some things get worse. Some bad people show up. And some people do a lot of good. Life goes on.
Thank you. I'm just gonna eat these cookies. Do you want one?
I'm okay.
Okay. He's like ravaging them down. You get the feeling dragons are quite hungry most of the time. On deck, the rest of you arrive up top, and you see Philly Rick still at the helm. Dora now sort of stood looking at a map, and she sort of, her eyes catch you all, and she makes her way down towards you all, and sort of gives you a nod. Hi.
Hi.
You all okay? You find your room okay?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So, should be a 2-day trip to Slozale. Wind's on our side, so it might get a bit there faster, but the wind can change all the time, so it might be a bit slower. You know, it's one of those. Anything can happen. We are going to need some patrols, if that's all right. Quinlan, was it? That was what Drusk said your name was.
Yeah.
You're going to take first watch with me.
Oh, wonderful. Help me, I say to Melody.
I can take first watch with you, you know?
No. Quinlan. Thank you. Philly Rick is going to want 2 seconds. I've got it somewhere. Oh yeah. Philly Rick is going to want Jackson to keep an eye out with him on second watch. Your friend Finch, is she going to be joining?
I think she's taking care of Malachi.
Ah, right, yeah. Carolina, you'll be on with Drusk.
Mhm.
And then Melody, you'll be on with Jocasta. Your friend Sister Matthew will then take a shift with me, and we'll continue that loop. It's only 3-hour shifts, and at night it'll just be basic watches. Is everyone okay with that?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
Great.
I can. Me and Quinn can switch. You know,
No.
like.
Something I want to talk to him about.
Oh, goody.
Sure.
What do I say?
Well, let's get started, shall we?
Could we just
show
have
you.
a quick group meeting and we'll...
Didn't you just have a quick group meeting?
that was that. We didn't get to talk about everything
We do
wanted
have
to.
multiple group meetings.
We got distracted by cookies.
Yes.
Oh, well, you
cookies.
see, that's not my problem, sweetie.
Oh shit.
Sorry and all, but we have group meetings too. We just schedule them around, protecting our own selves.
We're easily distracted, though.
Okay, we'll do the watches.
Nice. And she grabs Quinlan by the arm and pulls him along.
What do I do?
I'm gonna cross sending to him and be like, just play it cool.
How do I play it cool? What do I say?
Okay, so this is the mast.
Oh, okay.
She sort of looks down, kneels down at you. So where'd you get that ring? Because it's really cool, and I'm just wondering.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen anything like it before.
No, it is. It's very cool, but it's it's.
What's it do? What's its exact purpose? Because it seemed like it had a purpose before, and I just really wanted to pull you away and ask you all these questions about it.
What
does it do?
Well, it lets me modify spells in certain ways.
Wow, that's so cool. I knew of enchantments that could do that, but I've never known that a ring was able to be put on an enchantment on a ring, and then have that ring be able to modify your existing magic.
Yeah, it's a real piece of work.
Yeah, where'd you get it from?
It was a gift.
Oh, wow. From... if they're making more, I'd like to buy one.
This was the only one.
Oh,
It
that's a
was-
shame.
I know, but well, not for me because I have it, but
Well, yeah, not for you.
I'm sure you'll get one someday if you
Maybe.
believe hard enough.
It's a good idea. Good idea.
So-
So, question. Next question.
Huh?
What were your group doing in the Golden City? You see, we've been checking the ins and outs of people to see if we could track where Yulan was entering the city. We didn't actually think she'd just fly directly at it. We thought she might start off inside. And no adventuring group came through any of the gates.
We're quite nifty. We we're good at keeping ourselves hidden.
Why were you hidden?
Well,
I need to know who I'm working with here, that's all.
We like to keep ourselves low key because we have people who, given the chance, would probably like to end us. But what adventuring party doesn't?
Not us.
I meant to ask. I mean, I see Philly Rick, Jacosta, Drusk. I don't see Adriel.
How do you know that name?
Because you're part of the Silver Battalion.
Adriel died 60 years ago.
Oh.
Why would you even bring that up?
I knew that Silver Battalion, and it must have just skipped my mind.
60 years is a long time to skip, especially when she died fighting that thing that just leveled a city. Do you know how long I've hunted Yulan for that? Do you know how far I've tracked that skiving little bitch for killing my friend?
I could probably take a good guess.
Yeah. She killed my friend, so in retaliation, I took away the one thing that she would never be able to have again. I took away her child.
That's impressive.
It is. I don't want to hear that name on your lips. She was a good woman, and she didn't deserve to be ripped apart like that.
Nope, she didn't.
Let me show you around the rest of the ship.
Okay.
And maybe don't talk. With that, she turns and begins to walk around the ship.
Okay. I will not talk.
Okay. And she shows you the ropes, basically. Does anyone wish to do anything during this period of time as you're flying? It's getting to about early afternoon at this point. Maybe two.
Not really. Question: when I use Eyes of the Grave, do my eyes like flash or change color or anything visible?
Slightly. They slightly change color. Just a slight light. Almost like a flicker of white light in your eyes for a second, just around the irises.
Gotcha. Oh. No worries.
Okay. But yeah, you see Phileric just sort of looking at who stays on top deck.
I'll stay on top deck.
Okay.
No, when my watch is done,
Yeah.
I'll go down.
Yeah, we'll say this is between all your watches, so you all have time to. Jackson, as you're sort of stood there, you see You see Jocasta approach you. She walks over. Sorry to bother you, darling. I was just wondering, you're a man of faith, yes?
Yes.
How do I explain this? If I was a woman who had perhaps lost her faith in the gods, how would one go about reclaiming that? Would that be something you'd be able to help me out with?
To help you regain your faith?
Yes, I mean, she sort of tucks at your robes a little bit. I feel like we could come to some kind of arrangement.
May.
You know, find some holy divination. Or is it divine intervention, as you all put it? I hear it's quite impressive.
Yeah, divine intervention. It's pretty powerful.
Is it?
May I ask what made you lose your faith in the first place?
Oh, so many things.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to hear that. Well,
I have an idea. When me and you fall in line for a shift, I'll show you around the kitchens of the ship, and maybe we can do some praying in there. When the chefs have gone to sleep, of course. It'd be hard to get privacy anywhere else. Or maybe we could do it in the pray, that is, in the cells, in the bottom of the ship. Your choice. I just don't have my bedroom to myself, unfortunately. Otherwise, we could see your divine intervention in there.
oh, your bedroom.
Well, yes, that would be the most perfect place for it. If you get my drift. You just hear a voice from behind you go, yeah, Jocasta, I think everyone gets your drift. You want to have sex with the cleric. You hear Villyric say at the wheel as he turns it slightly. Well, I'll see you soon then. And she goes and turns and begins to make her way down the ship.
What just happened?
She was flirting with you, asshole. Trust me, you're just another not on our bed post.
Does that happen a lot?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that woman go through cities of men.
Oh.
She doesn't believe in love. Poor thing.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Me too.
Alright, I'll see you for our shift.
Yeah, you will. We're gonna have some fun. Do you know how to play checkers?
I haven't played that since I was a kid, but yeah.
Cool. I have no idea, and I found a checkers set downstairs, so we can play that. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna have a friend. He seems to. Carolina. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Excuse me? Oh no. Come on. Please be kind.
Okay. Nothing happens. And as the night descends, you see Malachi step up onto the deck of the ship as he approaches. He probably says he's going to take a walk, Finch. I don't know if you follow or...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
And
gonna be that annoying person.
he doesn't mind. He walks onto the ship and he just heads over to you, Melody. I should not have spoken to you or your friends like I did. I do apologize.
You don't need to apologize. I get it.
Your friend says that we need to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk. And we're going to take a break. So we will be back in about 10-15 minutes to see what happens in the second half of this session. Thank you for... Hello and welcome back to the Bounties Chase. Before the break, the group managed to escape the Golden City with the help of the Silver Battalion, and they learned about Malachi and how he was a young silver dragon who had grown up with Prince Johnson before they eventually fell in love. Where we left off, Malachi had approached Melody and said he was ready to talk. So Malachi stood there, and he just sort of looks at you and goes, "Do we need the rest of your group? No Finch is here, but..."
I think we do.
Okay, I'll follow you.
And I'll head back to the room. If I pass Jackson and Carolina, I'll note
Yeah,
them
no
to them
worries.
to follow her.
You all make your way into the rooms. Carolina,
Hi.
make me a perception check.
Perception.
Okay. You continue down into the room. Right.
Stressing out here.
Well, roll better. It's usually your good. It's usually your good thing, Liam. But never mind.
Where did it matter? Apparently.
We'll go inside the tent again.
Yeah, no worries. You head inside the tent. You see Dora watch you all leave. She goes back to her business. But you head inside the tent. And Malachi just sort of looks at you all and goes, "I apologize for how I spoke earlier. I didn't mean to offend any of you. It's been a bad day."
Again.
Stop apologizing. You're fine.
You don't need to apologize, hun. It's understandable.
I think I heard Dora say the trip's going to take a couple of extra days. They've hit some strong headwinds. So we might be on here for a while now.
How many extra days until we get to Suzail, did they say?
I think they said 2.
Okay, that's fine.
So 4 days in total.
That lines up. No worries.
Okay. You wanted to speak to me, so I'm here.
I'm going to be honest. There's not really an easy way to say any of this. Okay? This is... When we say this wasn't our plan, I truly mean it. As we said, we are from the future. And we've heard stories about the events that would happen here, but we had no idea. But what we do know is that certain things need to take place. And you're a huge part of that.
Do we know each other in the future?
Mm-hmm. You're the one who told us to do this.
Well, not in so many words.
Basically, you couldn't tell us a lot because it was our future. It's weird.
I get it.
You were like really cagey, and we didn't know you were you. So.
Okay, I'll remember to be that in the future.
Okay.
Oh.
So, basically, okay, I'm just gonna say it. You become the king.
It's not possible. They would never elect me king. They would go to the council and then...
Not unless
I haven't
you're
even thought about that.
Not unless you're Prince Whiskey.
Can I take a crack at this melody?
Of course.
Okay. I told you this was going to be awful. And really it is. It is like the most messed up thing I can think of. But where we came from, we thought that the prince was the only one who survived the assault here today. So when he died, we were just as shocked as you. We did not know that would happen. Because where we come from, the prince shows up at the gates of Suzail in 4 days. Takes over and does a lot of good for Cormyr. You're a dragon, yes?
Yeah.
In our past, what has to be your future, you take on the guise of the prince. And I know it is an awful, awful thing to ask of anyone.
As Finch said, we were none the wiser, and
It's okay.
just
It's okay. If I get to honor him like that, it's okay.
I'll get up and I'll go sit next to him. I think that is how you honor him. You carry on the good that comes with his name. And you do a lot of good.
He sort of turns to you and smiles at you, and for the first time you recognize a little bit of the smile as the same one he first gave you when he met you in Eagle's Peak. It's not the same face, but it's the same smile. Okay. Then there's something I should be honest with you about. If we leave the Silver Battalion to fight Yulan, they will die.
How do you know that?
It won't if we go with them.
So in exchange for you going to Suzail, you want us to go with them?
That's
No,
not
Quinn,
an
that's what
exchange,
we've
Quinn.
always done. Because the prince arrived alone at Suzail.
I know that because Dora told me.
What?
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 There's no headwind. She's kidnapping us. She needs us to fight Yulan. She asked me to tell you a lie. But you've been nothing but honest with me.
So we're not stopping in Suzail.
In 3 days, we'll arrive at Yulan's lair. She's managed to track it down.
Just...
But then how...
I have an idea. I don't know.
If your magic uses, you could teleport me to Zazael
Well,
after the fight.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna bring up. That's how we
Or
get
she
to.
could.
Yeah, but I'm worried that he might die during the fight, or that we might die during the fight, because we don't know. All that we know is that the fight against Yulan is a success, and we know that the Silver Battalion survives. We know that you
But
survive.
Do you know
Not
them?
He's
I
got
could
close
say that.
You
connections.
can say that.
You've told me this much, you may as well just tell me. I'm not going to
Okay.
say anything, you know
Okay,
that.
so Dora is the mother of Quinlan.
Oh. She could be
Jackson,
listening.
make me a
She could-
perception check.
Yeah, she could be listening.
Yeah!
No, that's why I was like,
We're in the tent, though. Where's she?
She's a
She
level-
see this?
Unless she's
Wow.
crying on.
She's a level 20 sorcerer.
Okay.
She's crying
Okay.
on.
No.
Okay. You don't know it was her, but continue.
Gosh, dang it.
We wouldn't know in character.
Yep. Continue.
She's your mom. That makes sense.
God,
He looks over at you, Melody, and he tosses you a bag back. Thank you for those. They did help with the bruises. Do I do his accent as well?
Out of
I
character.
don't remember. Yeah.
With the yeah. Okay.
He's very quite like a Frenchy kind of accent. I say Frenchy because I can't do perfect French. It's Frenchy. Sometimes it's
French
Romanian.
adjacent.
Wee wee.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Are we friends in the future?
I mean, you kind of, I believe, kept your distance because you knew this was going to happen someday.
You didn't tell us jack shit.
Yeah, that.
I'll remember that. I'll make sure I won't. And then
Why
that way
haven't
we'll
you?
keep everything in
Damn
order.
it! Damn it!
Could you not
Thank
just
you.
give us a hint?
Well, you just said I didn't, so I shouldn't.
But we find out anyway.
We have to keep this secret. But I like to think we're friends. You came to my wedding.
Just, I tell you, if I die in this fight and you go into the future, just give me a little nudge and I'll know.
I won't let you. I won't let you die in this fight. No one else dies because of her. I've lost
No.
too much.
You specifically need to not die, though.
Just a question out of character. The fight between Yulon and Alacaster, how long does that fight take in the history books?
It wasn't ever noted because no one actually saw the silver dragon land. They just found her body in the school gorge. So it could be a day, it could be 2 days. You get the feeling if you were to arrive in 3 days at Yulan's lair, while she'd still be formidable,
She'd be injured.
she'd be injured.
So at this point, we would pretty much be able to say that the silver dragon is dead, but's done its damage.
Well, or at least will be soon.
Yeah, soon.
Yeah.
Won't be long.
Oh, we know where the lair is.
Yes, we do. 'Cause we've been there once before.
Yeah.
Finch hasn't, but
Nope.
Finch hasn't done most things, so.
There was a crossroads. I'm not going to tell you yet. Continue.
Ah.
We'll go back to it when we finish this arc. But continue.
Yeah, and I never really got to talk to you much in the future because, like, I tend to shy away from nobility in general, you know, under the radar.
I'll bear that in mind.
Not really my thing, but I'd like us to be friends.
I'll bear that in mind.
I'll be honest, I thought you were really creepy at first because, I mean,
You're the cagiest bastard I've ever met.
Well, now I have to be. You telling me this means I now have to be.
That's to
To
preserve.
be
the
fair,
time.
just
You
based
also-
on your behavior, I think you would have ended up that way anyway.
you did give us 100,000 gold as well.
When
Just
then?
after you first met us.
Yeah, I'm grieving. I'm not stupid.
Yeah, you don't have to listen to him.
Well, you take
Plus,
the risk.
I've seen your shoes.
I have boots of speed. I have magical shoes.
But you could clean them once in a while. That's all I'm saying.
I'm still
Finch
a
is
halfling.
legitimately laughing.
But look, if you want to take the risk of messing up the timelines because you don't give us 100,000 gold?
I would judge by
That's-
everyone else's reaction around you. You're lying.
I don't lie.
I would also judge that was a lie by everyone else's reaction around you.
I'm the queen. I'm the queen of Cormia, Quinn.
Yes, you married Carolina.
No, he said.
You two
No,
are
he
lovers
does
in the
not.
future.
No, thank
No.
you. No, thank you, please.
No more.
Let's draw a line there.
Don't worry. He'll be sorted out at some point.
No, I was lying. She overthrows you in a coup. And becomes the
When?
new ruler.
Can we go back to he'll be sorted out at some point? What does that mean?
Anyway.
It means I'm gonna kick his backside.
Oh, you meant him. I thought you meant me. I was
Not
I
you.
was like, I will
No.
tear your throat out with my teeth, but continue, please. I wouldn't. We're friends.
He's had a day.
I think the main thing is, Malachi, you can't be at that fight. We can't risk you dying there.
Well, what if I'm meant to go? What if I'm the reason this all happens? Do you know that?
Honestly, no.
It would have been nice to have known it so that we could have made a definitive decision, but
For real.
We
I
didn't
mean,
know.
Well, now I
regard-
know that you don't know. I won't tell you in the future, and that way we'll keep everything as it is.
but that means we make the right decision. No matter what we decide here, it's the right decision. So we shouldn't worry about making the decision. We should just go with what's in our heart because it's the right decision.
I want to fight you.
We're in a loop.
I have to fight her.
We aren't gonna be able to convince you otherwise, can we?
She took everything from me. I'm sorry. But I have to. He starts to cry again. Because Alex is close to tears for him. Just acting. You know when you get too much into your character?
Same.
Oh, man.
Dora's going up.
Just
to fight.
imagining if I lost Simon.
Or both.
I'm just waiting for Simon to break.
What
day.
makes
One
you
day he
think he hasn't
snaps.
already?
One day.
Snaps, flies to Korea, just like tries to hunt down BTS.
Or you.
No, I would never hurt Alex. It's,
Why say that a bit more scared? Anyway,
Moving on.
there was the body found. A pile of Star Wars memorabilia. We don't know who did it. It seems he was choked out with a Millennium Falcon. Anyway, I'm getting too off topic.
Oh no, it'd be a baby Yoda. It'd be a baby Yoda pop figure.
Title hands.
This is the way.
I have spoken.
Oh. Anyway. You see Malachi just sort of turn and just sort of stand up and go, I'll leave you to deal with Dora if that's okay. I'm not gonna lie, she kind of scares me a little bit.
I think the whole reason we came back is to protect you. So wherever you go, we must.
And I'll try and keep you safe.
That's our line.
That's our job.
Yeah,
That's like
yeah.
literally
Yeah,
our job. We just
we-
said cosmic influence. It's
I
We're
know,
here.
but if I'm a king, then that means I'm a leader. And I have to keep my people safe. So,
as I
Can't
said, I've
argue
never
with
liked
that.
authority.
me either. Guess that's why I'd be good at it. Do you guys have any cookies left?
Think so?
I'm hungry.
I'll go see if the two chefs will go make some.
You mean the slaves?
What?
Are they slaves?
Are they?
Yeah.
Apparently so. Yeah, the exact words that were used were, we enslaved the two chefs.
No, they wasn't enslaved. They didn't. That's not what he said. He
Kidnapped.
said he kidnapped them.
Okay.
And then
put them to work.
And then put them to work in employment. You don't know if they're being paid.
Pretty certain in my game that when I put you into that kind of employment, it got referred to
gonna
as
say!
slavery.
Well, to be fair, they haven't done it to you, so don't bring your moral bullshit with me. I'm not looking for excuses. Call it what you want. So Malachi does eventually leave, but he sort of nods to you all. He still looks very sad. He's going to take some time to recover from this, but he heads into his room. What are you guys doing? It is probably, with this talk and everything, it's probably getting to evening now.
It can make so much more sense now.
Yep.
Okay.
Who wants to talk to Dora?
What do we even say to her? Like, there's nothing we can say to her.
We know you're taking us in the wrong direction and we'll come and fight with you?
Okay, I guess that works. She's too tired to deal with this shit.
Say it's okay. Like, yeah.
But she doesn't have to lie to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If she wants, if she has other ideas contrary to what she stated, that's fine. Just be honest.
Okay. Quinn, did you want to come with me?
Nope.
That's what I thought. I'm gonna go find Dora.
Sorry. Normally I have your back, Melody, but there are some circumstances where I have to be a coward.
Okay, I understand.
Make your way up and make me a perception check. Nice. As you sort of walk up towards where Dora's staying the ship, and as the sun set, you see that everyone else has sort of gone down below now, and it is just Dora up here. It seems like she's doing whatever she needs to do through magical means. At least you don't see anyone with a 26, but you do notice that out over the railing, you are very much above the ocean. You sort of see Dora piloting and go, "Oh, you're up.
Yeah.
I thought you all would have got an early night after the day you've had."
No, we needed to talk about some things.
Oh, well, we'll be there in a few days, so no worries.
Dora,
Hmm.
you don't need to lie to us. We're facing you alone, aren't we?
Sort of see she sort of puts on one of the levers and she sort of checks the sails and then she makes her way down to you. Walk with me.
She will.
And she heads to the front of the ship. She sort of leans over the railing. If I take them to face Yulan alone, we'll die. But with you by our sides, we saw you, you know, fighting those 2 black dragons. You're capable. We were on our way to you, but you vanished. I did something 60 years ago. And I have to finish it. In the last 60 years, all I've done is hunted that thing. Now I'm close. I'm so close. I shouldn't have lied to you. But I need you, Melody.
That's fine. I feel like this is where we need to be, our group. But the thing is, Dora, you have to be honest with us. If you want us to keep working together, trust you.
I don't really trust people, Melody. Sorry. I know.
If you're gonna take us to the lair of Yolanda Dread, then you're gonna have to.
I guess you're right. Never been one for actually thinking through my plans. Just kind of get a bit wild, see where they go.
Yeah, I've seen that.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Sorry.
Make me a deception check.
Shit. Aha!
Nice.
Sorry, she beats it.
I don't think she's gonna beat it. Oh, shoot. She got a natural 20. She sort of eyeballs you for a moment, but then... You never answered. How did you get into the Golden Sea? And be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You're
tell
doing
you
that
honestly.
now.
Yeah, by chance. It wasn't what we wanted or what we planned. It just happened.
You're adventurous. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What's your name?
The Fireflies.
Never heard of you.
Hopefully you will one day. We're still kind of, growing.
Oh no, sweetie, you need to take a leaf out of our books.
Huh?
Burn every page. Don't let people know who you are.
Why?
If they know who you are, they can use it against you. Why do you think that the Silver Battalion's only known for fighting a beholder and nothing more? Wherever we go, whatever we do, we make sure that no one remembers. I know, right? It's not gonna always work, and there will be people out there who remember, but if I can walk through a city street without people staring at me, if Druss can open up the bakery he's always wanted to, when all this is over, maybe even Jocasta can find love, and Philly can finally go home. It would be better not to be remembered, because if you're remembered, people try and find you.
If I'm gonna do some good in this world, I want people to know it.
Just depends which people know it, sweetie. What's that thing around your neck? She doesn't say while she's looking at you. That amulet, what does it do? I've never seen anything like it. I thought we were being honest.
We are. It was I just found it.
Make me a deception check.
Shit. Oh god.
That's the best excuse you could come up with. I just
I'm
found
under
it.
pressure, Simon!
Nice. I'm going to give her advantage because that was an awful excuse, but...
I'm under pressure!
No, you're okay.
Oh.
Just something I picked up.
Oh. May I? Just, you can keep it on.
Forgive me if I'm a little reserved.
That's what I thought.
What?
We have to be honest with you, but you don't have to be honest with us. She stands up.
Dora,
Hmm.
there are things that I wish I can tell you, but I can't. If you know, it would change.
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
Like mother, like son.
Yeah.
People ask where she gets it from. You feel a sharp pain in your head. Make me another wisdom saving throw. Okay, the pain gets worse. It's not pain, it's like a throbbing. Make me one more wisdom saving throw. It stops. Time travel. Interesting.
You went into my memories?
No, I went into your thoughts. I need to know who's on this ship. Now I know. How old is he? Don't worry, I won't tell him. I won't tell anyone.
There's so much that you haven't told us. So much, and I'm so supposed to trust you.
She pulls her into a hug. Melody. Or was it Macaria? You might not like my methods, but you have my trust now. And quite honestly, I need you.
I'll pull away. He's 16 technically.
Oh my god. He looks about 25.
Yeah.
What kind of genetics have I given him on? Oh.
No.
Oh. Who was his father?
I really can't tell you that.
Okay, well. I won't mention anything to him. Don't you mention anything that I know that he knows that I know.
Well, I have to now. You prodded into my thoughts.
Well, you were lying.
Can you make it really hard for us to trust you, even now?
You think I trusted you? You lied to me again.
You
When
lied
said
to us.
And then you
lied
said,
to us.
and then you said that we were going to be honest. And then you weren't. If you want to throw a fit, do it. I don't care. Don't piss me off. Don't lie to me. I didn't want this to go like this. She walks away.
She'll just stand up and look over the railing.
Okay. She only stays by the wheel. She's not gone downstairs or anything. So if you'd want to go and talk to her, you could. But if not, let me know.
No, she's just deep in thought.
Okay.
She'll fiddle with the pendant again.
Okay. Does anyone else wish to do anything before you guys go to sleep? No.
Well, I mean, Quinn, we're going to obviously ask Melody how it went when she comes back.
Okay.
So, how did it go? How did she take
She
it?
stays up there for a while, honestly. Till bed.
Don't make me come find you.
She's upset!
Well, I will wait for Melody until it gets pretty late, and then if she doesn't come down, I'll go and find her. So I don't know when she's coming back.
Okay. Anyone else wish to do anything? No?
For the night, since I said I would babysit Malachi, I'm just gonna like sit up outside his door. Just lean against his door.
Okay, no worries. You don't hear anything malicious through the night. I don't know. Okay, Quinn, you eventually head up and you find Melody just sort of leaning over the railings. You see your mum at the wheel. She gives you a glance for a second and then continues on.
How far away is Melody from Dora?
Oh, the other end of the ship. Okay. So a good
out of hearing. Okay. Why are you still up here? I thought you were coming back down.
Sorry. Things got intense.
Why? What
Just
happened?
needed a breather.
Did she not take it too well, or what did she say?
Tensions are there. It's hard to trust each other when we both lie. She caught on to me lying where we came from. So.
Well, I mean, to be fair, she is pretty smart. So I kind of figured that we wouldn't be able to, sort of pull the wool over her eyes, but I'm assuming that she understands and that, we're all headed to Yulon.
Yeah.
But, we have good reasons for not, telling the truth. But she didn't, so we're kind of in the right. Don't tell her I ever said that, though.
I know, I won't. It's just, Quinn. Up until this moment, there was a lot of things she hasn't said. No, we're just supposed to trust.
Well, we know that she's a good person. That's something that's been proven, and I can certainly vouch for that. Even though there's a lot of stuff that I don't know about her, and my eyes have been opened a lot during the last day or so, I don't think she is any different in terms of who she is as a person. And I think...
You can both make me insight checks if you would like.
Are we insight checking Dora or each other?
Yeah, just her general... There is a quiet rage that isn't in the future Dora that there is in this one.
Yeah.
There is something furious lying beneath the surface at any given moment. It's almost, in a way, it's almost brought on by youth. And while she's not young here, she's still a lot younger than she is where you know her from, and probably also brought on by motherhood as well.
I also think she expressed going after Yulan and what this means. 60 years.
Mm-hmm. I mean, let's face it, we've wanted revenge. We've gone on vendettas against people. I mean, we're still on vendettas against people. And, I mean, we don't trust every person that we come across. You know?
Yeah.
She's had her revenge. You know, my mother in the future got her revenge 40 years ago. So she's had time to obviously accept things and to calm down and to mature. But right now she's, you know, she's got her sights on her target, and, you know, that can make a person a little bit unstable.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you know that no matter what she said to you or what she's done, she forgives you because you're all cool in the future. It doesn't feel like there's any grudges that are held. And yeah, we got to make sure she lives, because if she doesn't, I'm not going to exist.
No, I'll make sure. Remember in Sunset Hill when we were like, this is the beginning of our adventure?
I mean, yeah, back when, you know, we had thoughts of fighting off goblins and, you know, rescuing
Pollywogs.
damsels from the castle. Not, you know, traveling through time and fighting ancient mythical dragons and, you know, going to Pandemonium.
Yeah, that was fun.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
No. I spent the whole week having my guts ripped out.
I know.
But
Hey,
that
we both made it.
we did. We both made it. So hopefully we'll make it through this. I was thinking as well, you might want to hide the you know.
Is it brighter green at all, or?
Not any slightly greener than it has been all day.
And she'll put it back in.
Yeah, just keep it hidden because, you know, pretty powerful sorcerer. She could probably tell what it is,
Yeah.
given enough time of it.
Let's go to bed, yeah?
Good. Okay, well, as long so we're all clear,
Yeah.
we're square with her.
Yeah, so we're square.
Okay. Right, let's go to bed then.
Mm-hmm. You muted.
You both make your way down, and she sort of watches you go. She doesn't say anything, just lets you go. And if no one wishes to do anything else, the night passes, and morning arrives. And by morning, you are just flying over Valkyr's Roar, which is where you know, in current day, Persephone lives. Is there anything anyone wishes to do for the morning or the middle of that day? Jackson. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I was just double checking to see if I'd written down. Okay, on my last silver scroll, I'm gonna write down Yulon the Dread.
Okay, awesome. No problemo. Jackson. About mid-morning, Malachi comes to find you.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, do you have a moment, please?
Sure.
I was wondering if you would teach me a prayer. I can't help but notice that Sehanine usually chooses elves, not humans, and maybe she'd be willing to take a dragon.
Sure.
So right now I need something to believe in. You can see he's barely slept, as a note.
I'll just tell him to take a seat.
Okay.
So this was taught to me when I first was introduced to Sehanine, and I'll walk him through the prayer.
Okay. He's going to make a religion check, see how well he sort of catches on to it.
I'll guide him whenever he closes his eyes, I'll cast guidance on him.
Okay, no problem. 2 seconds while his sheet loads.
Mm-hmm.
Is Roll20 being slow for anyone else?
Not really.
Or is it
I don't
just
think so.
me? Oh, hang on, I could just do it this way. Okay, plus guidance is... Okay. It goes on for about 2 hours, this prayer. It goes on much longer than you think it will, but you slowly see him fall into more of a rhythm with it.
Okay.
And while he's still very obviously sad and tired and kind of broken from this fight and everything that happened the day before, there is a little peace. And it will take a long time, but he finds just a little peace.
So
And yeah.
remember those words, and just when I'm not here and you're alone, just remember that she's always here with you. And I'll point to his chest.
Thank you. I'll make sure to use that prayer when I feel alone. He sort of stands up and nods and makes his way back up to top deck. What's everyone else want to do for your second day? Is there anything in particular as you're all traveling?
Just read more about black dragons and silver dragons in the book, but nothing else.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and just speak to what's the name of the fighter? Drusk. I'm gonna try and just get a few stories of the Silver Battalion out of him if I can.
Okay. He's sat on the edge of the ship, like legs dangling over the railings.
I'll approach behind, and I'll just be like, excuse me, hi, Mr. Drusk.
Good day. Hello. Hi.
Oh, hi. I just wanted to say, firstly, those cookies were amazing last night.
Well, thank you.
And I'm a big fan of the Silver Battalion.
Really? Come on. He grabs you by the lapel and picks you up and puts you on the side of the ship.
Oh my God. Don't look down. Don't look down. Don't look down.
Yes, it's the Earth.
Yeah.
Well, technically, I think that's a river. Maybe.
That's great. So
we are very high up.
We are. I thought you'd... Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
Yes, I am terrified of heights, but
What?
I do this as a mantra. If I stay here for long enough, eventually, I will realize that I am not afraid. I am not afraid.
Okay. I just remembered that it's okay if I fall, I'm safe. Okay, so I'm a bit more relaxed.
Excellent. He pats you on the back.
Okay. Still,
sorry.
Still
sorry,
doesn't mean I
sorry.
want to fall.
No, that's fine. Absolutely.
But no, I was just, I there were so many things I didn't realize about, the Silver Battalion, and I have
Yes, I know. We are formidable.
Yeah, but there's so many stories that I don't know about, and I was just wondering if you could fill me in on some of your greatest adventures, and so your biggest. We only know about the Beholder that you defeated.
Did we defeat the Beholder? Yes, we did. We did. Excellent news. Excellent.
That seems like something you'd normally remember.
Oh, listen, I've been hit so many times on the head. Let me tell you this one story about the Siren who dove and took men from off of boats in the Moonshay Isles. And he begins to recite a story.
You sure that's someone else's story?
Maybe in a different
campaign?
universe, or maybe in a different universe, but not in this one.
But basically, do I learn anything about any stories similar to this that I've never heard about from my own mother?
Yeah. You learn a few stories. One about the time they fought a group of ogres, and in the very early days, when Drusk was merely like 15. Bear in mind he's a half elf, so he's currently about 110. In fact, no, he'd probably be about 180. He's quite old for a half elf. And he speaks about how when they fought a bunch of ogres, the time Dora, when she was quite young, still learning magic, got sat on by one of them and couldn't get up for days. Because the body was just there and no one found her for days until they managed to track her down in the woods. She was out with spells and she was trapped.
That explains
not for days, for
sciatica.
hours. Not for days, for hours. Yes, yeah. He tells you a story about the time Jocasta started a guerrilla war on and it ended with on a duke. And it ended with a story about it turned into a whisper war. So basically they started spreading stories about this lord and how he was actually summoning a demon called the Chicken Lord, who would go on to attack Nightstone and cause many troubles, but it was just actually a shared hallucination from the town being infested with one of the residents' weed had got into the water got into the water supply and gave everyone a shared hallucination. It did result in, for some reason, someone finding a part of it was an unidentified body part pinned to the wall by an arrow. But you get the idea that they've been involved in many shenanigans.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you for indulging and telling me all those stories. Is one thing I just want to. This is not going to make much sense, but just on behalf of my father, I apologize. That's all I want to say. Doesn't make sense. It will do in the future, but I just want you to know I'm sorry.
Who's your father? Why would I know him in the future? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh no! What I mean is, it doesn't make sense now. He's he's a fan, but just don't.
He's a fan.
Yeah.
Make me a deception check.
I will use Tides of Chaos.
He's a fan. He's a fan. 2 seconds. This will be good. Yeah, no. He sort of looks at you and goes, I love fans! Although Dora won't let us have many because she purposely...
Oh, she'll let you have. She'll have this one. Don't worry.
excellent. Excellent.
I can't believe I just said that. I feel a bit sick.
What do you mean?
I'm just going to go throw up overboard. Thank you very much for your time.
Most welcome. He picks you up and puts you on the ship. Maybe this isn't so... Nope, still terrible. Ha ha ha. He just sort of kicks his legs out into thin air.
Yeah. I'm going to walk away.
As you should. Does anyone wish to do anything for the remainder of the day?
I want to do something that night, but I don't know if anyone else wants to do anything first.
Okay. That reminds me. Carolina, give me a wisdom saving throw.
What's going on? Huh?
Okay.
Huh? It's not a low. It's not a high. Ah! I'm scared.
No need. Oh, make me a perception check as well.
What the fuck?
Seconds.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm just checking something very quickly.
No worries.
On GM. Can't see. Just apply or something. Okay. Okay, yeah, no, so you make it. Okay. You see, for the quickest of moments, just as you're walking down the stairs as the evening approaches, you just see a gentle glow from your amulet for just a split second, and then it fades.
I think she would definitely become skeptical over the last couple of days, and she'd probably want to go and find Melody.
Okay. You head over and find Melody.
Melody?
Sister Matthew is asleep on the couch in the tent. So...
Shh. He's sleeping. What's up?
No, I'm not gonna. No. This just this just presented a glow. Like, it was very, very quick, but...
My God, I don't know that.
I'm just trying to think back to how it linked to the artifacts.
She'll pull hers out and kind of put it next and see if it does anything.
Doesn't seem to do anything.
I don't know if it's because it's on a recharge, but there was definitely a connection, and it's... I'm scared.
No. It'll be okay, Carolina. We don't know what.
I don't know what will happen though. Like, I've always been instructed never to take it off, but it's reacting more so than usual, and I'm just worried of potential dire consequences. I'm probably, over these... I think before we do face Yulan, I'm gonna try to have a deep focus into it, see if I can, I don't know, try and determine anything peculiar about it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I don't think it's a coincidence. It flashed days after it linked with the artifacts.
No, it's not coincidence. Again, we don't know what it does.
I know it's got necromancy, but that's all I really know.
Who gave it to you? Your parents, you said?
I was born with it. Just instructed to never take it off.
wish I had answers for you, Carolina, but what
I'll
I
find
can
them.
say... Yeah, of course. We'll figure it out together, okay?
Yeah.
You got us. We got you, okay?
Yeah.
You're with me.
Thanks. Kind of gives her a hug.
Okay, no problem. You sort of see Sister Matthew just like snoring really loudly.
No. I'm kind.
Yeah, and the night moves on. I know Finch wanted to do something, but Lauren's not here at the moment. So is there anything else anybody wishes to do before we go to Lauren?
The first night in this one, I probably would have played checkers with Phileric.
Okay, yeah. Malachi comes and watches. Just for the heck of it. Or should I say just for the Phileric? Oh, no, that didn't make sense. Make me a Hekiric? No? Okay. Oh, no, that works. Hekiric, just for the Hekiric. Oh, that's good. I like that. Make me a intelligence check to see who wins out of you and Phileric.
I'll just make it a straight roll. 9.
Hang on, I'm having an issue with my token actions. I'm going to his character sheet. Okay, intelligence check. And it rolls.
Ooh.
You just win in a very uncomplicated game of checkers. As you both sort of sit there and he's like, I've got you, and then you like, oh, ah. And he sort of sits back at the end and goes, it's not chess, is it?
No.
Shit. Been playing that wrong.
Well,
Best of 3. He sort of leans forward and you guys continue to play as Malachi just sort of sits and watches you both. Finch, what did you want to do?
Okay, so I could see during the day like everyone else that Malika had been sleeping, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that later that night, outside his room, I'm just gonna listen and try and see if I can tell if he's like also not sleeping tonight.
Okay. Make me a perception check. Nice.
Yes.
You definitely hear it take a while, but eventually you begin to hear his breathing slow and become more rhythmic as he finally catches some rest.
Okay.
And you guys travel on. The morning comes, and you hear boom as something rocks the airship. And you hear a door open, and you see Jocasta there going, we've got trouble, now, on deck, now. And she runs up, and you begin to hear laughing. Which is not Drusk, I should point
I
out.
was going to say, is it Drusk?
It sounded.
No.
Ooh.
Nice, Carolina.
Dang!
Jesus.
You run up on deck, you see Malachi already up there, and you see stood on deck. Well, let me move you to the map.
Dun, dun, dun.
As you find 3 cloud giants
Oh!
stood on the deck of the ship, and you see Dora go, all right, boys, we don't want any trouble. And you see this one take off her mask and go, I am no boy. Now, what brings such little people flying through our territory? And you see Dora go, look, we don't want any trouble. Whatever you want, just take it. and we'll be on our way. All right? You want money? We've got money. You want magical items? We've got magical items. Feel free to take whatever you want. You sort of see one of the cloud giants walks over to her and goes, okay. And then he walks back, and you watch as he looks at the crystal at the back of the ship and goes, I want that. Okay, well, when I said take whatever you want, I meant like take whatever you want, but the ship can stay in the air. And the female giant goes, he said he wanted that. And that's what he shall have. Dora just sort of looks at you all and goes, her eyes sort of lock with you, Melody. And she sort of gives you a look as if to say, are you in this, or can she not rely on you? Thank you. All right. You can have the crystal. Over my cold, dead. And we're going to roll initiative.
Yeah!
Roll good, roll good, roll. I never roll good on initiative. Never.
Oh, I've been rolling awful lately.
Wow.
Oh man, guys. Ooh.
Y'all.
Yeah.
Stop,
This
y'all.
Wow.
Here we go.
Well, fuck the future.
Yeah.
I seriously don't remember the last time I rolled over a 10 on initiative.
Right?
Don't worry. Everything will be fine.
Holy shit, even Dora only got a 10.
Oh.
I know I need to work out who I've rolled for and who I haven't rolled for yet. This is a lot of people.
You've rolled for...
I need to roll for Phillyrick.
Phillyrick and Drusk.
I need to roll for Drusk. And then I need to roll for your enemies today.
Yes.
I imagine they're on GM. Oh, no, they're not. Cool. Uh-oh. Well, hell,
Wow.
boys.
Here we go.
There's gonna be one hell back. Okay.
Oh boy.
Let me just load up my sheets. Sure, I've done already, but I forgot. Goes on. Okay, so top of the round we have Phillyrick. Phillyrick is going to go. He's going to leap over here 5, 10, 15, 20, and he's going to use his rapier twice. He will get sneak attack if he hits on his first attack, which does hit. He also adds sneak attack to that because he's a boss. I can't hold it off that. Okay. He'll need to make his con save or take half of his poison damage from his rapier. It succeeds its con save, so it only takes half. But he still does a decent amount of damage to it. As he just slashes into it once, then he's going to make his second rapier attack. Does not hit, just as he swings and misses with his second one. And that's the end of his turn. Okay, it's the... Did I roll for all 3 Cloud Giants? Nope,
Only
just 2. I'll roll for the other one now. Okay, he rolled as expected. This one here... Yeah, he's going to swing his Morning Star twice at you, Quinn.
Good. That just misses.
Okay, that one misses.
Yep.
I rolled a 2.
That hits.
Okay, you take 19 points of well, it should be bludgeoning damage with a Morning Star. Well, is it piercing?
Yeah, it would be,
know.
yeah, I think.
Yeah, so you just get slashed, stabbed with it as it sort of collides into you, and you feel a million different, almost like pins stick into you. Drusk is going to move. He goes 5, 10, 15, and he's going to swing his greatsword 3 times. And he hits with one of them. I'm not rolling well for you
I
guys.
think did you skip over one of the Cloud Giants?
You did. You skipped
Oh,
over
I
the
did.
female.
Yeah, apologies. Yes. Yeah, I did. Apologies. So it's the female actually, but I've still noted down that damage. So the female, yeah, she's going to point a hand at Dora, and she's going to attempt to cast telekinesis.
Am I in range for? I think I am in range for a counter spell.
Well, there'll be two of you doing it, but yes, you are.
Well, I'm going to try it first.
Okay, roll me a charisma check as you go to counterspell her.
No, that shouldn't have been on an advantage. But 24.
Yeah, you make it. Yeah, she sort of looks at you and goes. And Dora, who looked like she was about to cast counterspell, looks back and goes,
"Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Didn't mean to steal your thunder."
No. You would never. I mean,
get it, Cloud Giant Thunder.
I've got. Yeah. I get you. And she sort of turns back to the wheel. Okay. Yeah, just swings 3 times, misses. Malachi's turn. He looks at you, Finch, and then turns to you, Jackson, and nods to you both. And then he's going to run for the woman as he draws his sword. And make 2 attacks. He hits for the first one. Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't hit her for the first one. She's got a higher AC, and he misses for the second as well as he's swinging twice. And you see his eyes just look rageful. Jesus, I'm just rolling all the NPCs. Where are you guys?
We're at the bottom of the tracker.
Ask the dice gods.
Me and Melody are just like, what's happening?
Oh, action! Like John Travolta when he walks in on that gif, he's like. Jacasta's gonna fire an arrow at this one by Phillyrick. She's gonna use sharpshooter. In fact, she's gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark, and then she is going to use sharpshooter twice. Her first attack hits, and her second attack misses. But she does do a decent amount of damage, as she does 29 points of damage to the one at the front of the ship. Carolina, you are up.
Right, so let me measure something first. Okay, I can move a couple of feet this way, and yeah, blight level 5 at that giant. Come on.
Which giant? This one?
This one. Yeah, this one.
Okay, he'll make a con save.
Yeah.
He succeeds, so he's going to take
17.
If you watch, as you sort of throw this necrotic energy, and you sort of watch as it lashes up him, and then he just goes, and breaks free of it.
Okay, I'll move a bit back, and that will be me.
Okay. Quinn.
Okay, first thing I'm going to do is use Quicken Spell to cast, as a bonus action, Mirror Image, so that I have my duplicates up.
Okay.
Then I'm going to move, incurring an attack of opportunity.
You will indeedy doody.
Going to move to there. So I need to roll a d20. So it hits one of the duplicates.
Oh yeah, because it's a 6. You got to get the first time.
Yes,
isn't it?
correct. And then I see them all. I'm going to cast a level 7 Starfall.
Okay. She's going to attempt to counterspell you.
It's an extra 2d8. I'll roll them anyway. So it'd be 29 if she doesn't counter me.
Okay, let me just check what her spellcasting modif is. Right, okay. So she's going to attempt to counterspell you.
She fails! Yes! So dex save. Or they take 29 points of radiant damage and are blinded and knocked prone.
Okay.
Fails.
fails. Dex save for him. Yeah, they're not very dexterous.
The giants.
That's it.
They all
Okay,
fail
yeah, they all fail and they are all knocked prone.
and blinded.
Well, these two giants are blinded. She appears not to be able to be blinded because of the mask she's wearing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she is not prone.
She is prone or she isn't?
She is, yeah.
Okay.
She's just not blind.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Oakley. Dokely. Before we end your turn, roll me a D100. You used Ties of Chaos earlier.
Yeah. 41.
Got there in the end.
I know, bloody button.
That face.
Well, that's an interesting turn of events.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. No, that's cool. No. Everything's fine. You watch as
Oh.
Jackson turns
Wait.
into Quinn.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Jackson, you are polymorphed into Quinlan. For the next minute. You do not have access to any of your magic, and you don't know how to use his magic.
Oh no!
Good luck.
The healer, Quinn. You took out the healer.
I didn't mean to.
Great news, though. You have loads of hit points.
No,
Because if
don't.
you lose all the Quins, then you go back to yours.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad.
No, it just means you can't heal anymore.
You fucked up my plans.
Okay.
Does he have my weapons?
Yeah.
He doesn't know
Not
how
your
to use
magical
my
items,
magic.
but he
though?
doesn't know how to use your magic now. No, that's literally what it says. It says, let me read it to you, because I have to admit that is my favorite one we've ever had.
Freaking hell.
And I have to be honest, as a DM, I was so happy to see it hit the cleric. I was like, oh yes. Oh, this is bad for you guys, but great for me. No, not really. But what it says is the nearest creature to you is polymorphed into a perfect clone of yourself for 1 minute. It gains all of your physical characteristics, but knows none of your skills or abilities or spells, and loses any magical abilities it has itself.
Well.
How's it feel to be
technically,
me?
while you and Dora are the same distance as you and Jackson away, there is a railing and a drop.
Well, no, she's 20 feet away, and I'm only 15 feet away.
Oh, right. Well,
from...
even so.
Yeah.
Either way.
Oh, well, enjoy being Quinn Mark II.
And that is the end of Quinlan's turn, yes?
Yeah.
Jackson, where were you? You were number 6, yes? Oh, I see
Number
you.
5.
I see you. Yeah, it's all right. I see you. Dora just sort of looks very confused for a minute as she's like, that's different. And then she's going to turn and look at the prone one behind her.
I'm not even gonna look at my sheet anymore.
Nope, no need. Yeah, she's going to cast... I need to update her token actions. Let's try that again. She is going to cast Disintegrate, the one on the floor, at 8th level. He'll make a dex save with disadvantage because he's on the floor. I don't think he can succeed. No. He takes... Oh, that's a lot of damage.
She got so many 6s.
Yeah, well...
That's
That's 110.
110 points of damage.
Damn.
Oh.
And she just... You watch as he screams out in rage and agony.
Holy shit.
Okay. That's the end of her turn. Finch. And she's also steering the ship. So she's like...
Very
Isn't it?
confused at the Quinlan turn of circumstances at the other side of the ship. I'm gonna run forward 15, 20 here and have advantage on melee because she's prone.
Okay.
And I stab.
Awesome. Yep, that hits.
Plus... And another 13 on top of that.
Okay. 55. And you just as you sort of stab through the stone-like body, it's not like a stone giant's body. It's more fleshy, more sort of organic in a way, but yeah.
Cool, she bleeds.
Yeah.
Stab again. Of course I get a natural 20 on that one! Why? Why? Why me? Cool. Cool. If I had any hit points down, I would gain some back, but I don't, so I don't.
Okay.
Done.
Right. Okay. It is.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
No, that was my bonus action. No, right, I'm done.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries. The cloud giant is going to stand up. He is blind though. We put a little eyeball on, so we know he's blind. And he's going to just swing twice at Philiric. However, he does have disadvantage with his morning star. Does that make any difference to Philiric? Hang on. Yeah, he hits both times, even blind. So Philiric takes a lot of damage. Math I can't do. Ever. Yeah, he swings twice, just blindly swinging. And yeah, that's the end of his turn. Jackson, you are technically up now as Quinlan.
Go punch him with your tiny fists.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to put your character sheet back on, and then that way we'll remember your. Well, I'll keep Quinlan on you, but you can still click on it and drag your token.
Okay. Quinlan, what the fuck?
Oh. They do.
How does this work?
I mean, imitation
like
is the sincerest form of flattery, after all. What would you like to do? I could click on my sheet if you would like, and I can.
I don't know how to work your spells.
Well, I've got a short sword
Do you have a crossbow?
or a dagger.
Do I even know how to use any of that?
I'm sure you know how to throw a dagger.
You have to be proficient in them, and I don't know if clerics are proficient in,
Yeah, in
proficient in
simple
weapons.
weapons.
Yeah.
I was just checking.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I'll throw a dagger. See what happens.
Does he use my stats?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's all right. I rolled it. You miss. Oh, you'd have advantage, but then you would have disadvantage because she's prone, so it would just be a straight roll.
Oh, and you threw it too, so now you don't have a dagger.
Just
off the edge of the ship.
Buddy.
no, I'm not being that cruel. It doesn't slide off the edge of the ship. It,
That's
it
funny.
almost does. But it doesn't.
Hits a bed.
That's me.
Melody, I'm so sorry, Jackson.
Sorry.
Okay, I am going to bonus action use Tumbling Fool to dash.
Okay.
She is gonna get to here, so she's in range of both of them. And she is going to pull out one of her platinum cords and concentrate on it. And I am gonna cast Tether Essence. Both of them need to make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
If they're within 30 feet, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Nice. What's your DC?
I believe it's 18.
This could be difficult for them.
That's my kind of spell.
Damn.
Well, hang on, that's just one. Do they both have to make it?
Hold on. If both fail, the creatures are magically linked when the
one before says it either saves the succeeds as well as no save. Oh, sorry about that. That's a really good spell to keep though, because especially against sort of enemies that aren't their biggest stats con. So that was but it was a great.
Well, she's gonna do that and see it doesn't work, and she sees the platinum cord dissolve in her hand. Just fuck, and that's it.
Okay.
Because it dissolves the fucking okay.
It does. Apologies. Phillyrick is going to. Phillyrick has advantage because he's still blind. He's still blind till the end of your turn, Quinn. Yes. With Starfall.
Till the beginning of my next turn.
Okay, so he's going to swing with advantage twice. He hits, so he gets sneak attack, which is. Okay, and he needs to make a con save. But like I say, he's good at these. So.
Ooh, excuse me.
Oh, he doesn't have disadvantage. But either way. Okay, no worries. 32 and then 16. Awesome. That's in the Phillyrick's turn. Okay, this Cloud Giant is going to stand up. Because fuck y'all. Oh no, she can't cast that.
Oh, I don't have access to my abilities either, right?
No. Sorry.
You are a magicless sorcerer for the next minute.
In other words, you're a halfling.
Yeah.
She's gonna. Ooh, what's that actually? Hang on. Sorry. I just saw something.
No, that's fine. I thought of something.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a d20. If it lands on a 10 or below, you guys are fine. If it doesn't, I get to do something cool.
Is it a spell?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, she hasn't seen a T-Rex, so she can't change into one of those.
Ha!
Oh.
Boring. What would she have seen? Nah, fuck it. Fuck it. She's gonna make 2 Morningstar attacks. Oh, that would have been fun. That would finally I get to. In fact, no, she's not. She's going to throw 2 rocks, one at Dora and one at Melody.
Where's she getting rocks up here?
She has them in a bag. The Cloud Giants. They live in the clouds. They have to have supplies of rocks. So this one's at Dora, and then the next one's at Melody. Oh, she doesn't have disadvantage.
So that hits.
Yeah, you take 21 points, Melody, and Dora takes 36. Ooh. That's gonna hurt in the morning as this rock just bounces her in the face.
Legit, I imagine she's like, fuck!
Yeah, that's exactly it. You're like, and just a rock hits you straight in the mouth.
Ow!
Okay.
That hurted.
It is this Cloud Giant's turn. It's going to stand up. It's still blind though until Quinlan's turn, so it's going to swing with its Morningstar twice at Drusk. Only hits the first time. 19. Okay, that's the end of its turn. Drusk is going to. God, this is the NPC game. Drusk is going to swing his Morningstar. He would have advantage, so I'll roll. Oh God, it's going to be a lot of dice. Hang on. Okay, so you've got 2 natural 20s.
Holy shit.
Yep, so he hits for 15, 24, 34, and then 56. So he hits for 56 points of damage in total. He just slashes into this Cloud Giant. Malachi. He's going to swing his longsword twice at this. Yep, hits the first time, misses the second time, but still does a decent bit of damage. Jacosta is going to fire once again sharpshooter at the one at the front, who is still blind. I don't know if that gives her advantage on the ranged attack, but she doesn't need it anyway. And he's hunter's marked, so they are. Well, this is what it feels like to be Keashire. Okay, that ends her turn. Carolina, what would you like to do as I try and fly through the NPCs as quickly as possible because they're all together?
Yeah, why not? I am going to I'm going to throw a disintegrate at this guy again. So
Okay, he is blinded, so he will have.
Yes.
I believe he has disadvantage on his dexterity saves because he can't see the fucking thing.
Yes, level 6.
Okay, he's definitely going to fail. Okay. Yeah, you hit him and he turns to fucking dust. He has just been hit for 2 natural 20s. This guy wasn't having a good day as it was. But you watch as he goes, oh!
I put him out of his misery.
You know Sandman in Spider-Man 3?
Yes.
It's that.
Good riddance.
Yes, well. Is that the end of your turn?
Actually, no. I've only moved a couple of feet, so I'll make my way down. I'll move the full movement, and that's Moi.
Okay, no worries. Quinlan?
Okay. I would like to give disadvantage to the female giant using heightened spell.
Okay.
And then I would like to cast polymorph.
Okay, she's going to attempt to counterspell you.
Okay.
She does.
I believe she does. So let me take that off my spell slot. Does that count
Roll
as...
D20,
I was
yeah.
going to say, does that count? And I'm guessing that I don't... That still counts as me using having used my sorcery points, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Then all I will do as a bonus action is I will click together my boots of speed. And I'll head over here. 10, 20... I'll move next to Melody.
Okay, no
Like,
problem.
what's up? And that's it.
Awesome. Okay, it's Dora's turn. Dora is going to finally leave the wheel and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She can get to there. And then she is going to point her finger at the one near Phillyrick. And yeah, she's going to go for another disintegrate, but this time just level 6. He is not blinded anymore, though, is he?
No, he isn't.
Well, it's a bad day for him. He's just standing. Barely. As he's sort of like... Whoa! And Jorah's like, just fucking die already. We got a schedule to keep. Finch.
What's the light level on this boat? I know it's morning, but like early morning, later morning.
No, it's like 10 a.m. So it's still sorry.
Not a cloudy day or anything.
Well, the storm giants did roll in on a cloud because that's how storm giants roll. Yeah, go on then. I'll give you a shadow step if you want it.
Cool. I don't need to specifically go anywhere, so I'll just shadow step 5 feet closer to Malachi.
Malachi's like, oh, right, okay, this is what we're doing now. You hit. Okay, Nice on a 13. Okay, cool. Yeah, you slash across once, and the sort of like this dark grey blood begins to drip out.
Okay. And well, yeah, that's me.
Okay.
That's it.
The Cloud Giant's gonna swing with his Morning Star, not a disadvantage anymore on Phileric twice. Okay. Cool. 1 and a 2. 1 and a 2. 2 and a 1.
Happens.
Quixon J. What do you want to do? Quinson J. Even better. Sound like a cereal.
Quaxon.
Quaxon.
Quixon J.
Yeah.
Quaxon.
Quack, quack.
I guess I'll take the short sword out. That's all I got left, right?
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it. Would you like to roll for me timing?
Yeah.
Okay.
You only get one attack.
Short sword.
You do not hit.
Aww.
No, you're pretty good with a short sword.
I know.
Plus 8.
You're making me look stupid here, Jackson.
Yeah.
Does he talk like me as well?
Reply, yes, he does. You see
I was gonna ask, does he sound like him?
Yeah. He certainly does.
It's my turn.
I just shout out, I wonder if this is permanent.
Melody.
I hope not, and I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on him.
Ah!
Okay, roll me a charisma check. The DC is 14. Okay, you watch as the magic dissipates and Jackson returns as, Jackson.
Then I'm gonna touch my chest and cast Healing Word. Just a bruising from the fucking rock. And that'll be me.
Okay, no problem. Top of the round, Phileric is gonna go ham. He doesn't have advantage. So he misses the first time, but he hits the second time and he kills him as he drops dead. Then he's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 up to her. But that's the end of his turn. Okay. You watch as you're all going to get a tax opportunity on her as she leaps up into the air and lands on a cloud above you all. So Finch, Jackson, Malachi, and Phileric will all get a tax opportunity. 1 sword, 3 here.
I'll cast Inflict Wounds.
Ooh. Oh, he does hit, but it wasn't a natural 20.
I'll do level 4.
Because he doesn't have advantage. Okay, yeah, you also hit for... Okay, yeah, she looks very hurt. Okay, and she jumps onto a cloud. She is then going to throw 2 rocks.
Ah.
That hits.
Who's she throwing them at?
The crystal at the back of the ship.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
And that also hits. And it shatters.
Whee!
What the fuck?
Okay. You watch as she vanishes into the mist, not because she's moving away, but because you begin to fall. And at the speed you're going, it's gonna be... Yeah, the DC. She had to beat. She had to beat a DC, an AC of 20, and the hit points it had was 50, which she did with a natural 20.
What was that spell you were gonna try yesterday?
Hold on.
Well,
I need to see...
we are all in initiative, and you begin to plummet through the clouds.
Oh, shit.
I need everyone to make me dexterity saving throws. Because not only are you going to have to deal with falling from the clouds, you ain't strapped in.
What are we trying
Didn't
to
mean to
do?
be on advantage, but it's
Oh.
okay.
Dexterity save.
While falling at
I'll
different
have it
rates.
to- But yeah, hopefully I can use the ring again because it's a new day.
You will need to.
I will
know.
give Jackson. the
I'm not
seven-
sure evasion's going to help you on this because this isn't about dodging anything. It's about holding the fuck onto something to try and grab something. In fact, yeah, no, I'll allow your ring of evasion to allow you to grab onto the. Yeah, that's fine. What do you think?
I will give Jackson the 17 that I have.
Okay, so Melody. Let me roll for Malachi. In fact, let me roll for all of them.
Oh,
You try and grab
fails.
Malachi.
I will say you can either try and grab Malachi or you can try and grab something to hold onto the ship. One or the other.
oh shit.
We can roll for Phillyrick. Okay, he does not have advantage. He got a 10. He fails. Jacosta
Fuck.
succeeds, which is not good for her. Dora succeeds. Drusk fails. Drusk, Melody, who are you grabbing? Finch, yourself, or Malachi?
I'm grabbing Malachi.
Okay, you managed to grab Malachi and hold him down. However, you are thrown off instead. So Finch, Melody, Drusk, Phillyrick. You all are thrown backwards through the clouds. Quinn, Carolina, I'm going to say you are moving at terminal velocity, barreling towards the Earth.
On the ship.
I'm going to, on the ship, I'm going to need dexterity checks to see if you can cast spells while this is happening, because you are being buffeted by 120 miles per hour. And as someone who has fell from that height before,
Didn't mean.
okay,
Just a check.
just to check.
Come on. Yes.
Okay, no, that's a save. I need you to roll a check.
Oh, but it's the same modifier. It's
What,
plus
three?
3. Yeah.
Okay,
I
that's
don't
fine.
have
As long as it's-
proficiency.
As long as it's same modifier.
It is. It's plus 3.
Okay, so Quinn and Carolina, you will have one round before the ship hits the ground.
Okay. Who goes first?
I will say with the dex checks, Quinn.
Okay. I'm doing what I tried to do yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Telekinetic ship to gain control of the ship using my mind. I'm hoping that Carolina remembers that she has her d20s.
Oh,
I
I
need-
do.
But I think that might work.
I don't know. I mean, I've got a 20 if.
2 seconds. I need you. So you don't waste your action.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make me an intelligence check. It's only DC 10. But it's in the moment, so I need
Oh, sorry,
you
I
to
did a
make
save
it.
and throw. But again, it's the same modifier, so I don't know which one you want me to keep. It's the same modifier.
Well,
so-
good. If it's the same modifier, we'll take the first like we did with
Yeah.
the dex save. That way it keeps it fair. Okay, you go to cast the spell and you cast telekinetic trip. You don't have the ring.
What?
You don't have the ring.
Well, since when?
You don't have the ring.
What?
I feel like I would have noticed that getting taken off me.
You would have done if you had a high enough passive perception against Phillyrick's sleight of hand, but you didn't.
God!
Okay. But I have Quicken Spell.
I will allow it.
But, yeah, I've got Quicken Spell.
Yeah.
And because it's a cantrip that I've cast.
Yeah, you can cast at any level still.
Okay, I am going to cast Polymorph on myself. I'll polymorph into a giant eagle. I think that's the biggest bird that I can polymorph into.
Okay.
Hold on, I need to roll a d20 first.
As do I.
Should I roll the
What level's polymorph?
It is 4th level.
Wait.
She
Wait.
counterspells it.
Where is she?
Hold
I
on, how
thought she was
far
still
away is
way
she?
up in the sky.
She is in the sky.
But
She's following. I'm thinking, actually, you're falling. No, you're right. I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
Falling 120 feet. I'll allow you to polymorph.
Okay.
Goodness.
Okay, so Quinlan polymorphs and is taken by the wind.
Oh, okay. Do I still get movement?
Yes.
Who's the... I don't know what I can do for the ship.
You're not going to be able to do anything.
Yeah. Who's the nearest person that I can see? In terms of...
Probably Carolina at that rate, as you're flying backwards. She'll
Okay.
be the nearest person because you're if the ship's falling like that, so you're falling backwards that way. So Caroline's at the end of the ship here.
I'm assuming, and apologies for the questions, but I did have my boots of speed activated.
They will not work when you're
Not like when I'm
polymorphed. No.
How many people as a giant eagle would I be able to hold?
You cannot hold any unless you use an action to grapple them.
Oh yeah, no. So what I mean is, if I was to use an action,
Yes.
what would be
yeah.
my maximum capacity?
2?
2.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
Or like 2.5 then.
And who's gone off of the side?
Finch, Philiric, Melody, and Drusk.
Oh god.
Oh, shit.
You already made an intelligence check, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Okay, I'll just hover over... Yeah, I'll hover over Carolina initially, in preparation of grabbing hair for next round.
There is no next round. I told you this.
Oh, there isn't?
There's
This
only
is
one
one
round.
Yeah. You've got to remember, you're not only falling, but the jet propulsion is still going. But whatever was keeping you up in the air,
I thought
has
we were higher
shattered.
I thought we
You
were
are.
higher.
Oh no, you're high, but you are firing down at the earth. Like you're not just falling. The engine's still going.
Oh, man.
Ooh, question. Since I'm still on the ship, do I make a dex check to see if I can cast spells as well?
You can do if you would wish to. Yes.
There's nothing else I can do, I guess. I mean, I'm going to hover near the ship. I'll stay in my position.
No worries.
And if it comes down to it, and the ship crashes, I'll obviously not
Yeah.
crash with it.
Crash into it. Jackson, you can cast spells, but I'm going to go to Carolina first because
That's fine.
you know. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm a bit of a distance away. I was going with the remaining people on the ship. I was going to cast teleport, so the people on the ship could, I don't know, be landed on the ground safely because I can't polymorph. I can't rescue anyone that's falling off the ship. So I was
Isn't it
going.
the same as Dimension Door with like terminal velocity? We'd still hit the impact, or
I'm not sure with teleport because it's such a. I would say because it's a higher level spell. I mean, it's a 7th level spell.
Yeah.
So I would say that you could probably cancel out terminal velocity. The only issue is you're going to be able to need to get to them, know exactly what you wouldn't be able to get to everyone.
And you
Yeah,
need to
that's it.
teleport somewhere that you know. So you
Yeah.
couldn't just teleport straight down because you've not seen what's down.
I don't know. I honestly don't know because that's the only really saving grace I feel like I've got, like in terms of being able
What's,
to.
where you
what's the
know.
description on teleport?
Sound it. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be within 10 feet.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Even
I mean-
everyone's not in 10 feet of each other.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What are you doing, Carolina? I'm going to hurry you now.
Would I be able to? Hang on. I'm gonna. No, I won't be able to see it. Would I be able to know if Quinn is coming for me?
You can make a perception check to see if he is. There's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Mhm. You have no idea.
No. Okay.
Everything is rushing past way too quickly.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Oh. I'm gonna have to probably teleport to, as enough people as I can because with
You're not going to be able to get to them.
I
You're going to
don't
have
know.
half movement trying to get to them because you're falling.
I've got nothing.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I've got nothing.
Okay, Jackson.
You can teleport yourself if you still want to get out of there. Otherwise, you're going to plummet to your death.
Don't know.
Okay, Jackson.
Yeah. So I saw everybody else fly off of the ship.
Well, not everyone, but I'll remove the people who did, and then that way you'll know who's still on.
Okay. I don't think that I could do anything for the people that's on the ship currently. Oh, Malachi's still on the ship.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So it'll be half movement to get to him?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So it'll be 5'10". I'll grab his hand, and then I'll cast. Let's see if I can pronounce this properly. Transmogrification on myself.
Okay.
So it gives me. I could pick 3 things. So I'm gonna pick the wings. I'm gonna pick limbs. And that's all that could really help me. So let's go with regeneration. There's nothing else that'll help me.
Okay, and I take it you shoot off the ship with him.
Yeah. And I'll start making my way to the people who flew off.
You can only see Quinn at this point. The others are far back in the cloud cover.
Yeah, I know.
And you don't exactly know where they're going to land either. Okay.
Okay.
And as that happens, as you fly off, you watch the clouds separate.
Yeah, because I can't get to anybody else. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
As the ship hits the ground. Carolina, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw. I'm going to roll one for Dora and Jacosta as well. Melody, Finch.
Can I apply the...
You can.
Right.
So you all survive. Well, you all make your dex saves, should I say. As the ship explodes into flames as it hits the ground. I need Quinlan and Jackson to make me perception checks to see if they can locate where the others are falling. Melody and Finch, I need you to make me... Well, we'll wait a minute just to see if these guys can see. Is transmogrification concentration? If it is...
Oh, it is. Sorry.
You cannot.
It is. Thank you.
Okay, Quinn, you don't see them.
Well, I was going to say I wanted to use Ben Luck.
Okay, that's fine. Jackson, you do see them. And
17.
Quinn, you do. You see Finch, and you see... With a 17, you'd see Finch, and who flew off? It was Drusk. So you see Finch and Drusk. Jackson, you see everyone. You see Melody. They're about to hit the ground.
Okay. How far away are they?
Melody and Phileric are about 60 feet from you. Finch and Drusk, who were thrown off a little earlier. Well, not earlier, but because of the trajectory, they're about 80 feet from you. Quinlan, as I say, you can see Finch and Drusk in the distance. They're about 80 feet from you as well.
How much distance am I able to make up in a
Well, it's a round, so whatever the eagle can do.
Let me just double check.
Oh, the limbs that I sprouted, they're gonna be tentacles, so I can grab and catch them if I can make it.
Okay, so 80 feet and 80 feet.
Yeah, I can make it 80 feet.
I am. Let me just read the wing. 60 feet of flying speed.
Okay. I'm really trying to. But you've got extra limbs, right, Jackson?
Mm-hmm.
Which are tentacles.
Tentacles, yeah.
It's really creepy, but okay. You will be able to catch both of them. Quinn.
I'm going for Finch.
Okay. No problem. What I'm going to need.
You can bring him back.
I can take it.
So can he, probably. He's probably got more hit points.
Okay. Okay.
Still, it's what Quinn would do.
Yeah, no problem. So, what I need is, because you are... I need Quinn, I need you to make me an attack roll. I'll say with advantage to grab Finch, because that's how birds attack. They grab on, and that's how it is
I'll
done.
make a beak attack, and I'll try and catch you in my beak.
Okay, that's... Alright, yep.
21.
Yep, that hits. So you snatch Finch out the air just before she hits the ground. Jackson? Make me... Add your spellcasting modifier, but just roll me a d20 and add your spellcasting modifier. And that way, it's inflict wounds or something. As you try and grab both.
So I'll do...
Melody and Phillyrick.
I'll do inflict wounds.
Okay, yeah, sure. But don't actually, Okay.
13.
So, I'm going to say... Who would you have gone for first? I should have specified that. Apologies.
You said it was... Who was I going after? It was Melody and who?
Phillyrick.
I think...
You know what? Roll a d4, if you want.
Yeah.
1 to 2 is Melody, 3 to 4 is Phillyrick.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay, so you miss Melody.
Okay.
Now try and get up Phillyrick.
Let's do inflict wounds again. What is going on with my rolls?
And you miss Phillyrick. Okay.
Oh, beans.
And you sweep over. And the explosion from the ship. And for a moment, Jackson, you look back and you think, they're dead. Except when you look at the ground, Melody's not there. Neither is Phillyrick. Neither is Drusk. You don't see Carolina, Dora, or Jocasta, but you imagine they're somewhere in the wreckage. However, on the back of a young silver dragon, you see Melody, you see Finch, you see Drusk, you see Quint, who's sort of been grabbed along. He's just grabbed you all as he's gone as quickly as possible. He's much quicker than you all are. And flying for the first time, you see Malachi. Carolina, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Did I already do one, or is this?
This is for impact.
Oh shit. Okay. Why now? Oh, fuck's sake.
How many hit points do you have?
108.
Luckily for you, I rolled a lot of 2s. However, that's the first of 2 rolls. So, that's for the impact. You take 42 points of bludgeoning damage upon impact. However, you need to make me another dexterity saving throw as the engine explodes. You fail again.
I barely survive.
You're barely conscious, let alone survive.
Yeah.
As the fire explodes Okay, so Dora would survive either way, and so would Jocasta. So everyone survives. And as the wreckage flares up, you see, Carolina, as you sort of crawl out, you see a figure you recognize but looks a little different, standing over you. Hey, are you okay, ma'am? I'm with the Purple Dragons. And you look up, and for a minute you think, but Gantar's not born yet. And then you see, stood before you, a very different young man. We got word of a black slide around here. I don't suppose you saw anything, did you? And that's where we'll end this session. I get to play my own character! Yay!
I don't suppose you saw anything, he says to the girl crawling out of the wreckage of an airship.
Oh, yeah. Did I ever say that Edmund was smart? No, I did not.
Oh.
Even before he hit his head very hard. Yes. So, I'm sorry that was a bit tense. Well done for you all getting off the ship. We'll be back in 2 weeks to see where this story goes now.
I don't want to wait.
I don't either.
I'm sorry. But yes, as you guys catch up with an old friend and perhaps face Yulan the Dread. We'll see you very soon for session 83. Don't forget to check out Forge Through Fire on Saturday. And yeah, thanks for watching.